All right. So, is everybody able to log in? I see people moving around and stuff. I'm assuming people were able to log in this morning. So, all right. Eerie silence. All right, I'm into it.
I mean, yeah,
All right.
I'm in.
Yeah, easy
Okay.
peasy.
Sweet. Here is La D300 to see what today's Factspiration question is going to be. Question 225. Okay. Oh, dang. What have you learned that you might not have learned if you hadn't suffered? Yeah. That's a heavy one. All right. So while you ruminate on that, does anybody want to do a recap of last session for a point of DM inspiration? If no one is able to do so, I will do so. But if you are interested, throw a d20 into chat. DM inspiration might come in handy. Oh man, Darius.
Someone's
okay.
just got to roll a d20 and beat that.
All right.
Someone's
All right,
got
going once,
Hey, I'm
going
full up.
twice, and sold to Darius. All right.
Alright, well, last time on Curse of Strahd. Oh, I realized we got a new travel sticker. How lovely. So we woke up in the morning, pretty much preparing for the next day. Ooh, fancy. Spent a couple hours to ourselves just getting ready and whatnot, and then Anna called us to her room. But this wasn't exactly the same Anna that we've been seeing, if that makes any sense. Well, I guess it's... Fuck, this is complicated. Guess she's older now, somehow. From a teenage girl to like a young woman. And this fucking place is so weird. But she pretty much was saying that that night that we had spent at the Vistani camp, she had some sort of dream or vision or something, from some eyeless guy with stars in his eyes or some very freaky shit, saying that Barovia could be changed and that she could be the change that Barovia needs. Honestly, this sounds like Barack all over again, but you know what? That's definitely here nor there. But in either case, she wanted us to help her out with this this whole thing. I think most of us were kind of on board, at least for the chance of being able to get out of here. Don't know about Eric. He kind of seemed a bit freaked out about Anna's whole new self and kind of walked out of the room. But we all regrouped downstairs, trying to plan out our day. Speaking to Danica and Erwin seemed to be caught up on the whole situation. Also telling him about what we had talked about with the Baron last night. Seems he wants to kind of redouble those efforts. Even decided to, I wouldn't say so much say threaten, but more of he was trying to be a little bit more forceful in his offer. Not gonna lie though, I'm hoping to figure out more stuff about ourselves than trying to solve this wine problem. I'm willing to help him as long as he's not trying to step on our toes. But we decided that we'd be spending today going to the lake to find this Arabelle girl so we can figure out that whole situation with Aragol first and then go handle the wine. So we went to go buy some supplies, tried to leave town, was refused by the guards, went to go find Isaac, found him, and he pretty much told us that unless we're doing shit for the Baron, we have pretty much no freedoms or liberties or whatever inside the town. So Ismark, he stepped up, keeping to his title as son of the Burgomaster of Barovia, and went to go talk with the Baron. Meanwhile, myself, Reed and Tiernan went to go to the toy store to go find some toys for the kids at the orphanage. When we got there, we found that it was being sponsored by Hot Topic and Nightmare Before Christmas. There was a lot of really freaky toys in there. One of which was actually a doll of Irenia, according to the toy maker. And that's not the only one that he's made of Irenia. Apparently, Isaac has been ordering, custom ordering dolls that look like her. So that kind of just added a whole new thing to this relationship that we have with him. But we got what we needed. We went back to the group. Ismark told us that if we are to get a little bit more leniency within the town, we have to be wearing these stupid V's by order of the Baron. Whatever, just as long as we're able to do shit and not get talked about. So we were able to leave town. We went to the lake, got there, was asking around for if anyone has seen Arabelle. Apparently there's this guy named Bluto who's a bit sketchy, so we went to go see his cabin. No one was home, it looked like, but apparently he was out on the water fishing. So we split up into two groups. Reed, Ismark, Eric, and Mac all went to go investigate the cabin, while myself, Tiernan, Anna, and Izzy, and Irenia went on the boat to go see if we can row out and talk to this guy. I'm not sure what the cabin team's up to, but when we were getting closer to the guy in the boat, he seemed to have been pissed off about something. Grabbed a potato sack. The potato sack yelled out no, and then he tossed it into the fucking river, or the fucking lake. And that's where we left off.
All right, go ahead and take DM inspiration. Well done.
Ew.
All right, if anybody's interested in this Factspiration die, it is a D6 that will last the whole session or until you use it. What have you learned that you might not have learned if you hadn't suffered?
Someone's got to be able to beat this.
Oh man. Invisible number is not enough.
Oh shit. My bad.
Man. Can you right click reveal it, or a 12? Okay. Sounds like Eric Joaquim going once, going twice. Oh, all right. Going once, going twice. Eric, you calmly walk across the finish line as the other racers have fallen down.
Well, for Eric, at best, he's learned you're going to have to make hard choices that may or may not go against your moral compass.
Okay.
And that sometimes doing so would help you avoid the suffering even further.
Damn.
Despite what others say.
Okay. You may ask the same question of any NPC that you've met during the campaign.
Isaac.
Isaac? Like
Isaac.
the
Yeah.
bad guy? The captain of the guards?
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Well, bad
well,
guy.
yeah.
Come on.
He's a bad guy, but he's not a
Typecasting.
bad guy.
Oh, fair. Okay. Let me just confirm that you're asking about this man right here. Okay. So yeah, full meta, so you guys wouldn't know, but he learned that you must be strong to survive, and that if you are weak, you will be taken advantage of and you will be killed. And he will be strong, and he will take what he wants from the weak. Yep. And there was a lot of suffering that led him to that decision, for sure. All right. So, with those happy notes out of the way, we rejoin our party in the lake. And I believe you guys are having an exciting rowing scene. Is that what's going on? All right. So let's see. I'll go ahead and hide everybody. Everybody. And I'll take you guys over to is this the first skill challenge of this campaign? What? Maybe.
So.
Okay, so interesting. Okay. Bring you guys over to the map. All right, there should be a camera bat so that everyone else can see what's going on. Do you see yourselves in the boat?
Yes.
All right. This boat is really only designed for one person to row it, so we must designate who the rower is. That will be important for the skill challenge. So, which of the three of you is the rower?
Nominate Tiernan.
Yeah.
Not me.
It would either be me or Darius, but Darius only has one hand. So
Wow.
probably me.
Fucking ableist this early on a... Oh my god. All right. Well, fine. Darius, if you're okay with it, if you don't feel put out, Tiernan, the burn victim, will row the boat.
I mean, if I can row with one hand and use my mouth for the other, maybe.
All right. So Tiernan, you're going to be rowing. All right. That will be important for this skill challenge. This skill challenge is called Rowboat Fast. You have
What's the goal?
The goal is to get close enough to the boat that you can enter into combat initiative before it's too late.
So the goal of Rowboat Fast is rowboat fast.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
All right. So how I've been doing skill challenges lately is you go into initiative order. It's a set initiative order. I know. It's traumatizing. Everybody, their turn comes up. They have to do something. Now, players are trying very hard to find ways to not have to do something, and I'm working behind the scenes to alleviate that particular loophole that they're trying to find. But essentially, you have to make a skill check. You bullshit why that skill would be important for the challenge. If people do the same skill check more than once, each time they do, the DC increases by 2. So if somebody uses perception and then somebody else uses perception, the second person uses perception during the challenge, it goes up by 2. At the end of each round, a consequence may or may not occur, and you may or may not have a certain number of rounds to succeed. You need to finish a round with a number of successes. You can gain successes by passing the skill checks. If you get a nat 20, it's 2 successes. If you pass the skill check by 10 or more, it is 2 successes. If you fail the check by 10 or more, you lose one of your successes. And if you roll a nat 1, you lose 2 of the successes. You can try to use consumable class resources or items to either give yourself advantage, reduce the DC, or outright automatically succeed on a check. And the check is secret, the DC, and there are 3 skills selected ahead of time that have a DC 5 lower than the standard. They would be what I deemed the most appropriate for the challenge. So it's very Family Feud with only one person got surveyed. And then for your particular challenge, you will need to end a round with 5 successes. There's only 3 of you, so that means to 5-star this in the first round, 2 of you would have to critically succeed. At the end of the first round, well, I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end of each round, but you only have 3 rounds to succeed, and then it will be impossible to save the girl. So by the end of the 3rd round, you need to be carrying 5 successes or more into the end of the round to succeed the challenge. Otherwise, you arrive too late. All right. Any questions? All right, cool. I'll put on some concentration music to help us focus on the task at hand. Let's see. All right, good stuff. Okay, so girl drowning, maybe might just be a sack of potatoes. Who knows for sure? Tiernan, you are operating the rowboat, the rowing part of the rowboat, and then I'll roll the other three of you into initiative. Go ahead and give me some initiative rolls to determine what order. We'll just take it from top to bottom. All right, Anna, you're up first. What do you do to make rowboat fast?
Well, we're gonna get up there eventually, so she knows one of us is gonna have to go in the water. It'll
Uh-huh.
probably be Darius. So
Okay.
when she does, she gets her rope out and will start to tie the rope around his waist as sort of a safety in case he goes in, and we need to get him out quickly.
Okay. Rope use is a sleight of hand, so go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check. Ooh. All right. That is not a success. I will point out, for no reason at all, that you can succeed at a cost during a skill challenge, but it counts as an out-of-combat succeed at a cost, which, if you did not know, are very dangerous.
We'll pass on that one for now.
Okay. All right. Play passes to Tiernan.
Now, he didn't say it was a failure, he just said it wasn't a success, so I think we're still good.
Well, you couldn't have lost anything because you had nothing to lose. But all right.
I'm
So what do you got,
I'm a
Tiernan?
rowboat fast.
Okay. What skill would you like to use for that? This is a water vehicle. But it's also
Okay.
rowing, so.
Athletics, even though
All
it's
right. Oh, athletics is one of the secret skills.
Oh,
This-
nice.
Yeah. Unexpected, I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the inspiration.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that's two
I'm
successes.
glad that I did.
Wow, way to go. All right. You guys have to steady yourselves because yeah, Tiernan is rowing like a fucking madman. He's got to be ripping his back muscles to shreds, just like at the speed that he's making this rowboat go across the water. All right, well done, Darius. What do you do?
My boy's only good at one thing.
You told me the name of the skill challenge was rowboat fast, so goddammit, that's what I'm gonna do.
To help with that, man, this is about to be some Looney Tunes shit. Darius is gonna get out of the boat and is
Okay.
going to act like a motor and is going to push the boat further.
Damn. All right. So
I am spending a DM inspiration for this athletics check at advantage.
that would also be athletics, but the DC is lowered, but
And
also
higher.
decreased.
Yep.
All right. All right.
That
Let's
went
see it.
through. Okay, if not, let me click again.
God damn, dude. All right.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, it makes no sense to anyone at all, but given everything you've been through, it's fucking incredible. The front of the boat is lifting up a little bit out of the water. For you art film aficionados, this is very similar to when David Hasselhoff was turned into a boat at the end of the SpongeBob movie.
Oh my god, really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I see there's a fellow art film aficionado here. Very nice. Alright. That is the end of this round. The bag sinks, has not sunk below the water yet. It actually bobs to the surface. Everything seems fine. And then off in the distance, you see something very large surface. It's a fish. And it's heading towards the
great.
and it's heading towards the bag. All right. Beginning round 2. Let's see. Anna, what do? You only need 1 success. You only need to carry 5 through this round. Your beefy boy is doing fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think I can make that any better. She will. Can she identify anything about this particular fish with her cooking skills?
For cooking skills. Wow.
Calamari.
What a stretch. What a fabrication of beyond the imagination. All right, let me see. Go ahead and give me a history check, and that will simulate. Unless you have expertise in cooking tools, it would simulate what you're doing.
I would
I
allow
have
a fan
proficiency in it.
Okay, yeah. So it would add your proficiency to it. Yep.
I would
So this
allow
is
it.
Yeah.
I'll just use
Yeah.
a Deem Inspiration for it.
Oh shit. Okay. It's good that you use inspiration. You are successful. You know that a wow. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. All right. You recognize this as yeah. I'm trying to figure out. This is a pretty rare ass fish. You recognize this as a ray-finned fish. It is a class of a bony fish. So it actually has sort of a bony carapace to protect its body. It is a real badass in combat.
I will tell everyone that.
Yeah. And with that size, it could easily swallow a sack of potatoes, a little girl, or even a full-size Darius. Alright, so all you guys have to do now is maintain your 5 successes to the end of the round. No failures. What do you got for me, Tiernan?
I'm gonna row the boat fast.
Alright, give me an athletics check to row the boat
Advantage
fast.
again.
At advantage again. Oh my goodness, no problem. Alright, that is no longer 10 more than you needed, but it's still another success. You're at 6. There's no way to ruin this, Darius. Just do whatever you want.
I mean, I think if he not won it.
Yeah.
No, because you just put it at 6. So if he now wanted
Are
it,
not
right,
one's
yeah.
not -2 the same way that.
No, they're just it's just automatically -1. Even if you had an incredible skill bonus, it would still only be -1.
Okay. Well,
The worst thing that could happen is you could screw up and you could also be drowning somehow too.
yeah.
Yeah, don't overthink it.
I'll
Just
do-
live your
I'll-
life.
I'll do athletics, getting myself
Okay.
prepared because I'm probably going to be diving into that water.
I mean, you're already in the water technically, so you're dragging behind the boat.
That is true. Well, we still have 5.
All right. So, you end the round with 5. Well done, well done. Let's see. In that case, you have succeeded in your skill challenge, and what would have happened at the end of round 2 is the fish would have swallowed the girl, and then at the end of round 3, the fish would have swam away. So, good work. All right, I'll go ahead and get you guys in some proper initiative here. Let's see. There we go. And so, when you roll up onto the scene, you see Bluto in his boat. He looks drunk and like he's in sort of a trance as he stares at the potato in the water. And in an ancient tongue that the magic of the realm is not translating to you, he is making all sorts of Cthulhu-esque worshiper noises as he just sort of stares soullessly at the sack of potatoes. And then there's this cutie right here. That's the scene. All right, so I will roll everybody into initiative. Ooh, actually, your boat is in the way. Can you guys roll yourselves into initiative? There we go. I will initiate the initiative. There we go. Oh, I guess this is the first combat since I did this, so I should probably mention this. I have made Euclidean movement the standard in all my games because I'm a just real son of a bitch. But advocate of players everywhere, Dom, made the argument that if we did that, we should no longer have allies count as difficult terrain, which I did hear from the Halfling Nation that was appropriating one of their cultural values, but I told them to kick rocks because they get to reroll ones. So from now on, allies will not be difficult terrain, but we will be using the 5-10, 5-10 movement system and measurement system. So that is the compromise. All right, I just can't live in a world with square fireballs, guys. Just can't do it. So my balls are not square. Fireballs aren't going to be square. Amen. That's in the Bible. All right. So with everybody rolled into initiative. All right. So we'll go ahead and begin. Darius, you control the initiative. What would you like to do? You are currently in the water, I believe, behind the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll actually put you right here to start.
Yep. I don't like this thing. But the thing's right there. Darius is going to... I mean, he's gonna start swimming towards the sack to try and get as quickly as possible. So... select. Nope,
This is
game's
where we
paused.
learn if you can.
That's why.
So, first of all, Darius, you can swim, right?
As well as a normal person in 5e.
Okay. Sure. All right.
I'm assuming if I had the background of, an Olympic swimmer, I would actually have a swim speed, but that I ain't got that, so...
Okay, fair enough. Just checking.
So that's 5.
So that would be all the water would be difficult terrain then.
Yep.
Yeah. Or you're swimming at half speed. Whatever works better for your brain.
Yep. That's all 30 feet there.
Okay.
I'm going to action dash. That's 5. 15. I think. To get to there. That's my dash action, and that's pretty much all I can do. Get right next to the sack. I'll pass to Anna.
Okay.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to summon Dana. She's there. And I'll put her there. And we will see, as part of her free action, we'll see if she can go under the water. Can she do that?
Yeah, I mean anyone could go under the water. Swimming. If you had like water walk, you could not go under the water.
No, Dana. Can she go underwater?
Well. Oh, you mean your echo?
Yes.
Why wouldn't an echo be able to go underwater?
Never know. Okay.
Okay.
Is she going to be stopped by difficult terrain in the water? Or can she move through it at full speed?
Your echo is, for all intents and purposes, a spell effect, is my understanding of it.
Okay, so she moves down to the same level as the fish, if possible.
Okay, the fish is at the surface where you see it.
Okay, she'll just go right under the surface then. And then Anna will jump on top of the fish.
Okay.
And try to grab on.
All right. Okay, so you're going to give me an athletics check. If you're trying to essentially ride on the back of the fish.
Sure.
Okay. All right. 14. Okay, so 14, and you're trying to jump on its back. Let's see. Alright, a small or medium creature, blah blah blah, you can climb on a creature. Your strength athletics, oh, sorry, or you could have used dexterity acrobatics. And then the creature only gets to use its acrobatics. Okay.
I would have used acrobatics.
Alright, so how much higher would acrobatics have been for you? Like, what's the difference between your athletics and acrobatics?
+6.
+6, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, you jump onto its back, and it is unable to do anything about it.
Okay, and she will
All right.
have Tiernan.
Alright, Tiernan, you're up.
Is the fish still headed towards the girl?
Oh yeah, it's
now
definitely
after-
it's definitely headed towards the sack of potatoes.
Even
so.
after Anna jumped on its back, I will. I'm gonna shoot the fish.
I want you
try
to
distract
direct your
it.
attention to this creature. There are no thoughts. See, there's no thoughts there. Just eat potatoes. That's it.
Excellent.
Eat potatoes, get money.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it with a crossbow to try to distract it.
All right.
I'm gonna attempt to shoot it with a crossbow to try to distract.
Okay. A 10 just bounces off the bony plates beneath its skin.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. All right. What are you gonna have Izzy do?
I guess we can have Izzy try to row us closer to the other boat.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so Izzy is going to try to row the boat. All right, I need a water vehicles or an athletics from Izzy. Water vehicles is wisdom based.
Okay, we'll just do a straight water vehicles then.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So there's a complication. Give me a D6 to see if she attracted the attention of the. Oh wow. Okay. So she gains a level of aggro, and basically she gets everything so screwed up that the speed is now going to be 0 on the rowboat until the end of her next turn.
Perfect.
All right, sweet. Who do you pass to, Tiernan?
I'll pass to Darius.
Oh, sorry, Darius is already gone. I'm just really
Nope,
slow this
nope,
morning. Yep.
nope.
So you got Bluto, the child, and you've got the fish.
I guess the child?
Okay. All right. The child begins to sink below the waves.
Can
Drop.
I use my reaction to grab it?
Yes, you can. Give me either a sleight of hand or a dexterity saving throw. We will set the DC for this at a 12.
Okay, so they're both.
But this is less about being strong enough to grab her and more about being quick enough to grab her while you're also trying to swim and all the other things you're doing.
Yeah.
Swimming in your clothes, one-handed,
I'm gonna
hairs in your face.
I'm gonna burn a DM inspiration for this to be an advantage. They're both the same
Okay.
modifier, so I'm just gonna do a sleight of hand.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunately, that is outside even the succeeded at cost range. So perhaps with everything going on, you go to grab for her with your missing hand and just sort of push the sack even further. You do confirm with that brief touch that there is a person in there. All right, it sinks 15 feet below the waves. All right, I'll go ahead then and put the submerged. There we go. All right, play will pass to Bluto. Bluto continues to say strange things in a strange tongue. It does not seem to be aware of your presence, just stares at the sack as it sinks into the water. All right, he will pass to Le Fish. The fish is going to dive after the sack of potatoes. So Anna, you are on its back, and the creature starts moving. So, let's see. You can move around with the larger creature, treating its space as difficult terrain. The creature's ability to attack the smaller creature depends on its location and is left to the discretion of the DM. The larger creature can try to dislodge you, blah, blah, blah. No, if you want to hold on, it's going to go underwater.
She does.
All right, here we go. Heading below the waves. Well, I guess there's no waves because it's a terrifyingly still lake, but you get the idea. Let's see. Oh, my bad. All right, so you guys swim down twice. Not twice, but down you go. About 15 feet to get to the girl. And it will... let's see. It will try to swallow the girl. Okay. Alright, it's a two-step process. It has to try and grapple her first, and then it has to try and eat her. Alright, so here's the first check. That would be 22.
Oh,
so
wrong private.
Oh, I'm on private? Oh, my bad. Okay. Alright, that's a 22. The girl does not die outright. But she does get a wound in the process, and she is now in its mouth. On its next turn, it will swallow her. I don't think the girl would steal, but it might be in her best interest to, in case this fish is a real asshole. You know what? Yeah, the fish is a real asshole. It's going to pass to Bluto, so Bluto can pass back to him, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you spend an inspiration.
Why is Bluto on its side?
Plot? You'll have to find out. Anyways, so she's in its mouth and grappled and dying. So no pressure at all, guys. And because she's underwater, she's also drowning. Whew. Okay, so I'm gonna pass to Bluto, who's gonna pass back to the fish unless somebody spends an inspiration. Go
Darius will
once.
steal.
Going twice. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Darius, you're up.
You guys mind if I use?
Go ahead.
Just do whatever you need.
Yeah.
Don't even question it.
Alright. Darius is going to use his movement to swim down 15 feet
Okay.
to get to the sack. Okay. So this creature wants the sack. That's fine. I want the child that's inside of the sack. I
Okay.
see that this creature has teeth. Can I use its teeth to rip the sack open so I can get the child out of it?
Alright, one of us has to stop adjusting your height.
No, sorry.
No, it's fine. You do it. It's fine. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, you want to try to rip the sack open. The problem is, based on that 7 damage, she is as much in its teeth as the sack is.
Oh.
Like it has her in its jaws. Yep, she took that damage. It didn't gently gum her into its mouth.
Okay, in that
Yep.
case, then
there was a
I'm-
very real chance that it would have instantly killed her. Yeah. So what do you got?
All right, then I will just get her out of the creature's mouth.
Okay.
I'm assuming this will be a contested athletics.
It is. You are trying to beat a 14, so it's not even contested. You're just trying to beat a 14 with this.
Okay. I'm just gonna burn my last DM inspiration to give myself advantage.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah, 24 is certainly more than 14. All right. So you rip the girl and the bag free, and you do see now that there is a child in there. Not a bag of potatoes. She has tan skin and platinum hair.
Okay.
And she is drowning, and she is badly injured. I didn't actually roll to see what her injury was. Hold on. She has a concussion on top of everything else.
Okay. That was my movement. That was my action. I am then going to spend a moxie point for stick and move,
Okay.
so that I am able to take the dash action back to the surface with the child.
All right. All right. So, stick and move bonus action. Expend 1 moxie point to attempt to shove a creature, or take the dash action. So you're just gonna dash and hope that it doesn't bite you. Is that the plan?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. It needs to be in an actual space. So we'll say that since you took it from its mouth, it would be here. There we go. And then it will go ahead and try to bite you then. Here we go.
Alright, is this creature's CR higher than our levels?
This is a CR 3.
Oh, it's equal to. Okay. I don't think then... Let's see. Nope, it just says it has to be higher than my level, so my AC is still the same.
Alright. But it only got a 6, so you were able to get away.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know why it only gave it a 6. Hold on. There's supposed to be another +4 in there. It would be a 10, which still wouldn't hit you, but
Correct.
worth mentioning. Alright.
Alright, so I guess I am also no longer submerged as I am at the surface.
Correct.
Okay.
And then I'm assuming you hold the girl up so that she
Yes.
isn't drowning anymore? Okay. She sputters and starts vomiting up the water that she had started to take in.
Yeah. For all intents and purposes, Darius will be shielding her with his body. And that's it for
Okay.
me. I will pass to... I'll pass to Anna to see what she's going to do with the fish.
Alright. Passing to Anna with the fish.
Alright, let's try to get its attention.
Alright.
We're going to spend some resources this round. First of all, we're going to move Dana over here, and then she'll go down 10 feet.
Alright.
And we're going to attack it, and then unleash Incarnation with it.
Okay.
So Dana attacks, then I'm going to action surge, attack it, and then she's going to unleash Incarnation again.
Sure.
Okay?
Alright. So, 21 definitely hits for 7 points of damage.
And
Okay.
go ahead.
No, go for it.
Alright, here's the unleash Incarnation. And then the action surge with the next 2 attacks.
Oh yeah, 19's gonna hit for 10. The creature is bloodied, and then a 10 does not hit.
Okay, and that is my turn, because I am moving with it.
Alright. Okay, the creature is bloodied. Okay, it is going to steal. Alright, it does not like the damage that you have dealt to it. It is going to start swimming deeper into the water. Do you hold on to it?
Now, let it go.
Okay, so you let it go. It's going to swim very, very far down into the water, and quickly, because of how dark this lake is, it disappears from sight. Alright, let's see. It will pass to Bluto, who continues to chant and stare down at the water. But then his gaze kind of looks up, and he sees that Darius has the girl, and he reaches for his heavy crossbow. Alright. He is slowly and methodically loading it. Next round, he will begin firing. He's going to pass to the child, who has to make a death saving throw. 1 success. Alright, the child passes to Tiernan.
Yeah, I mean, seeing him load his crossbow, I'm just gonna shoot him.
Oh! Okay. Go for it.
I'm gonna attempt to shoot him.
Alright, as you attempt to shoot him, his boat bobs in the water just a little bit, and the crossbow bolt like skates across his beard, and you see like just a couple of pieces of white hair just. He does not seem to notice you or care. He is leveling the crossbow at the child.
All right. I will pass to Darius.
All right, going into the next round. Darius, you're up.
Okay. 5, 10.
Oh. Also, for future knowledge, when you bloodied the fish, you made it angry, meaning it has advantage on saving throws against charm, frightened, prone, and stun.
Okay. Hopefully we never get to.
My bad. And also, some of the damage that you dealt, Anna, would have been reduced by its hard scales. So it would have ignored the first 7 damage that you dealt to it. You still did enough to bloody it, though. Okay.
All right. Using all of my movements, taking the child with me, I will pass them over to Irenia onto the boat.
Okay.
See to her.
Alright, so since this child's one size smaller than you, you'd still be moving at half speed and then half speed again. So you'd be a move and a dash to get to the boat, yeah?
Okay, that's fair.
Yep. Alright. Unless you count as one size larger when grappling. Do you count as one size larger?
No, not yet.
Okay. Alright, got it. Alright, so you move and dash over to the boat, pass the child to Irenia. Irenia puts the child into the boat. And Irenia should have rolled it to initiative, so Irenia will begin first aid on the kid.
Okay. And then, I mean, Darius is just going to kind of act as cover for them, seeing that this guy is leveling his crossbow at them. And he is going to use his last Moxie point for now to brace up and give himself some temp HP.
Alright.
He's just gonna stand as cover in front of them, and that's it. I will pass to. I'll pass to Irenia since she's.
Irenia was unable to stabilize. I guess if we just use medicine kit, right? Does medicine kit in our campaign let you?
Healer's kit. I think.
Healer's kit. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll just.
Yeah, it uses a charge and then stabilize.
All right. Then we'll have her burn that, so that's the kid doesn't have to make saves anymore. All right. So who'd you pass to, Darius?
Well, I passed to Irenia so she can make.
Okay.
The
All right.
check.
And then she passes to the kid, and I guess she will move the kid like down into the boat a little bit. There we go. The kid will pass to Tiernan.
Is it obvious that Bluto is specifically targeting the kid?
Yes, he has swiveled the crossbow to be aimed now at you guys in general, since the kid has been kind of pushed down where he can't see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to shoot him again.
Okay. Uh, 15 is going to hit for 1 point of damage as a glancing blow. All right.
Warning shot.
He stops for a second and he blinks, and then he continues to prepare to fire the crossbow. Anything else from Tiernan?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in and start swimming over towards his boat.
Okay.
That should get me to there, and then I'll bonus action step.
All right.
I did deal 1 entire point of damage.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna steal. All right. Okay, as you leap into the water and start swimming towards him. All right, let's see. He can't see the girl. You guys have ruined everything. Darius stole the girl. Yeah, he's gonna fire at Darius. Let's see. He will use. Yeah. All right. I don't think he's got anything fancy pants here, so he's just gonna go for it. Oh, damn. Darius, that is a natural 20 for 17 points of damage.
Oh, well, that also came in private.
Oh, my bad. All right, hold on.
God damn. All right. Good thing I praised.
Oh, that means all my shit's becoming in private. I'm sorry. I was working on stuff before the game. So if you scroll up, you can see Strength of the Many, and you can see what its hard scales to. All right, so that would be an injury or no? What's your max HP?
Oh, my max. I mean,
17 would be not enough, right? If your max HP is 35.
yeah, it won't be
yeah.
enough.
All right.
I thought we did
Sweet.
injuries on crits too.
Ooh.
Or am I misremembering that?
Hold on. We have this lovely document to guide us. Injuries. Yep, when you take a crit, when you drop to 0, or when you fail a death save by 5 or more. Okay, so here's your injury. Internal bleeding. At the end of each round, if the injured character took damage this round, they roll a con save or take more damage. So I guess the crossbow bolt with a 17 is damaged in there pretty deep.
Great. I just gone over internal bleeding the other day.
Good times, good times. All right, that is his turn. He only gets to make 1 attack per round. However, his nimble and quick fingers sort of begin reloading the crossbow. So he's ready to go with that. All right, play would pass to. He will pass to Anna, who is down in the water.
Okay, free action is we'll move Dana to the surface.
Okay.
Bonus action is we will switch places with her.
Okay.
And then I will, just to reduce any kind of question of getting up there, she will charge and get up on the boat and attack Pluto.
Okay.
And I'll do non-lethal.
All right, sounds good. 18 is definitely going to hit for 8 points of damage. This is a beefy boy who fishes the deep parts of the lake. You hit him with the dagger, and he kind of like staggers a bit, and then he just kind of goes back, and the whole time he is just making these horrible guttural chants.
Oh, he's tough.
Agreed. Alright, and then I'll try to get him into a space. There we go. Alright.
And I guess I passed the fish.
Alright. Okay. Let's see. The fish is going to... let's see. It's going to look around for the mean lady. The mean lady's not there anymore. So that's
A
good.
smaller version of the meat ladies there.
Alright. And then it is going to start making its way back towards the surface. Alright, Darius, it is about 20 feet down from you.
Oh, lovely.
There's all that blood in the water. Alright. And that will be the fish's turn. Going into the next round, the fish will pass back to Bluto. Alright. Let's see. Bluto sees Anna is there, and he is going to hold the heavy crossbow in one hand, and then item interaction, he is going to pull out a dagger, and I guess he's just going to try and stab you.
Let's have a knife fight. Oh no.
Oh, all right. So he misses as the boat is rocking back and forth. He goes to stab, and you realize that that could have been real bad, but it goes wide of the mark. All right. he is gonna pass back to LaFish.
I'd rather
twice.
not be in the water when this thing goes, so I'm gonna use
It's,
a fan bow if that's cool with y'all.
I'll just use a regular inspiration to steal.
Okay.
Oh, so you'll steal? Okay. All right. Tiernan, to you.
All right. I will use my movement
Okay.
to get up and behind him, and then I want to try to grapple him.
All right, go for it. Uh, 13 is enough. He is grappled.
All right. Yeah, that'll be me for now.
Okay.
And then I'll pass to Darius.
All right. Play passes to Darius.
Alright. Darius is going to get himself up onto the boat with whatever movement that he has. He's going to then bonus action. What? Nope, wrong one. He's gonna catch his breath. He's not going to do that. He's gonna heal up. Alright. And then for his action, I guess he's just going to ready an attack, telling Irenia to kind of get. He saw the creature coming towards them to get more. Both Irenia and Izzy get more into the boat, and he's gonna ready an attack to hit something that gets within range of him.
Okay.
Then I will pass it to Anna.
Anna. All right, Anna, you're up.
Not mean to.
I'm gonna move Dana to the surface again.
Okay.
And then she's gonna. She'll tag Ludo again. Non-lethal. Will she get flank if Tiernan is there? Or is there a place she
You
can
need
move
to be
get flank?
180, so no, you would have to go back into the water, which would be a whole thing.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do normal.
Okay. 20 is gonna hit. You non-lethally hit him for 10. Again, this is a old man, but a beefy man. He is bloodied. And as you just kind of slam the dagger on the side of his head, you see his eyes roll a bit, and then they kind of refocus on you, and he just grips his dagger even harder.
All right, and I pass to the fish.
All right. Okay, so as you pass to the fish, it's truly a thing of beauty to see. This fish swims straight up and launches itself out of the water at Darius.
Okay, here comes my
All right.
reaction.
It is going to use pounce on you as part of the attack. All right, let's give me your reaction.
Here comes a fist attack.
Oh, very nice. All right, so you just punch this tigerfish.
Yep.
All right, as you go to punch it, it will use its reaction for its hard scales. Maybe. Let me try again. Hard scales. All right. Reducing the damage by 5. All right. And then it is going to try and bite you. All right. This bite should be coming in with a plus. We'll see. Let's see if it fixed it. Oh my fucking god. Alright, woof. So it looks like it's fixed now. Coming in with a 24 for 5.
Okay. I mean, that's definitely gonna hit me.
Alright. So it's gonna just pass, I guess, with its momentum over the boat and then splash down into the water with you in its mouth.
Okay. What was the pounce?
You got to do a DC 13 strength save.
Okie dokie.
Shouldn't be a problem. No problem. All right. Okay, and so you are grappled in its mouth, and the two of you are back in the water.
I use an attack of opportunity from Dana.
Yeah. Does your Echo Knight have a attack of opportunity? I can't remember.
It does. It's like I'm sitting in two spots at once.
Gotcha. Yeah. If you want to use your reaction for that.
Okay, this is lethal.
Okay. That is going to miss. All right. Let's see. They will, I guess, pass to Irenia. Irenia is going to. She's going to take the girl and move her towards the back of the boat. And I feel like that would probably be her action, to take her to the back of the boat and like kind of put her down in the bottom of the boat and sort of stand over her. The girl is fine for now. Going into the next round, the girl will pass to Darius.
Works for me.
All right.
Ooh, boy. I hate this thing. We're at the surface of the water, or are we underwater?
You guys are currently at the surface. You're probably about 5 feet below.
Okay, I'm wondering, would my unarmed strikes be affected by this depth of water?
Yeah, I mean, if you're underwater, then you're underwater. So yeah, you guys would be, you're 5 feet down.
Okay, well, shit.
Also, you are restrained by the spite, so that would play into things as well.
That would.
Yeah.
That very much would. Okay, so then I am going to use, I guess this is my action to break out of the grapple.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will do so. Athletics check. Oh my god.
Ooh, you do not break out of the grapple.
Okay. What is it? Minor action for struggle? Yeah, but this is
No.
at disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. And then anything else?
Nah, I don't think there's anything else that I can do. I will pass to Irenia, since he sees me kind of struggling with this thing.
All right. Let's see. Irenia will move a little bit closer and I guess fire at it twice, and use helpful on you for your next action. And here we go. 1 and 2. Okay. She will pass to Tiernan.
Alright. I want to try to just knock this guy out.
Sure.
I don't have... I mean, I guess just a punch then?
Okay, sure. If you want to do an unarmed strike on him. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit. So it'd be, unless you have a
4 damage.
4 damage? Okay. He takes 4 damage and is still going. He lets out a low, almost belching sound as he continues to chant in this strange Eldritch tongue. Alright, I guess he will steal. Unless you have anything else in plan, Tiernan.
Irina already helped Darius, right?
Yes.
Okay. Where is actual Anna?
Right next to you.
Right, yeah. You can use Z on the boat.
Okay.
You guys are layered underneath the boat, it looks like.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
What happens if I help the Echo?
Help the Echo do what?
I don't know, just like the help action. I don't know if that works on an echo.
It's not a
It's a-
creature.
Treat it in almost every way as a very advanced spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That's kind of the easiest way to think of it. Yeah, I mean, it's a spell effect more so than it is even a construct.
All right. Yeah, that'll be me. So Bluto can steal then.
Okay. Bluto will steal. Let's see. Bluto has no speed. He just has knife. He'll just keep stabbing. So he'll try to stab Anna again. Only gets a 6. So he's just as he's trying to stab you, Anna, like Tyrion's just kind of holding him back, like he can't get any kind of maneuverability with his arms. All right, he will pass to the fish.
I'd like to steal.
All right, go for it.
Use a DM inspiration for that.
All right.
We will move Dana above it.
Okay.
Is that touching it, essentially?
Yep, you're within 5 feet of it.
Okay, bonus action, switch places with Dana.
Okay.
And then she will grab on again.
All right. Let's see. 14 this time. All right. I'm going off of a flat for this creature, which isn't great. It does have this ability though, to escape from a grapple. So I'll just keep that in mind for later. But for now, that does grab onto the creature.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'll pass to the child. No, I'll pass to the fish.
Okay. All right. Let's see. The fish is going to try and gulp down a Darius. All right. So it's going to attempt a swallow. It's going to do a bite attack again, and if it hits, you are swallowed whole as it gobbles you down. This is with advantage because you are restrained.
Yeah.
There we go. 17.
That does.
All right, 17 for 12, and Irenia, I guess everybody would see this happen. You watch as his head disappears, followed by his booty, and then his feet, and he's done. He's gone. Satisfied that it has a tummy full of man, the fish is going to start swimming downwards. Do you travel with it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so it heads down 30 feet into the depths. All right, cool. So, Play would pass to the little girl, and then who should she pass to? Does anybody want it, or otherwise she's just gonna keep passing to Darius and save her life?
Maybe Anna.
Okay, pass to Anna.
Trying to think of what I can do to help Darius here.
Probably just fucking stab this
I
man,
think I'm just
honestly.
gonna. That's all I can do. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
attack it.
All right.
Am I providing the flank?
You are not providing the flank, my friend. All right, so a 19 definitely hits. It doesn't have any more hard scale ability. It only gets those twice per day, so it takes 9. It is still going. Fortunately, its hard scales prevent any of that stabby damage from affecting what's in its tummy sack. All right. I guess it's gonna steal. Here we go. Okay, so what's going to happen is that slippery ability I mentioned earlier, it is going to try and get away from you. So in this case, you will have to make a grapple, an athletics grapple to hold on, and it is going to try an acrobatics with advantage to do a barrel roll like its friend Slippy taught it to get away from you.
Okay.
All right. If it gets away from you, it's going to be very hard to catch it. You might never see this guy again. Oh, you got a 5. Okay, well, here we go.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! But I got a 7, so
I
it's still
succeed.
beat you.
I'll succeed at a cost.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Oh no, God punishes you. Lose an inspiration. You have an inspiration to lose?
I do. It's my last
Alright.
one.
Alright. Whew. Okay, then you go with it as it goes even deeper into the lake. You are now 65 feet deep in this lake. And it is absolute darkness down there. Do you have any magical light or dark vision?
No.
All right, then you and Darius and well, not the fish, but you and Darius are now blind. Goddamn.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. Also, digestion time. Darius, inside the tummy, you take 2d4 acid damage.
Okay.
So here's 2d4 acid damage for you. Gentle 4 acid damage as you are being rapidly digested inside the creature's gullet. The size and shape of this creature, it is like you went camping with some sadistic friends and they zipped you up in your sleeping bag, like a really small sleeping bag. Like you cannot move. It is like you are like wrapped up like a corpse for burial.
Okay.
Okay.
Since I took damage,
you took damage.
I will
You want to
steal.
steal?
Yep.
All right. What's the play?
Before that happens, I am going to use my reaction for bloodied but unbowed.
Okay.
I gain 9 temp HP.
That will help.
I also gain all of my Moxie points back, which is only 2 at the moment.
Okay.
Yep, getting all that back. Alright. I am restrained inside the stupid creature's stomach. But I'm in the inside soft part of this creature's stomach.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Would you guys mind if I burn some fan
Do it.
spos for straight rolls?
Burn it.
Alright. I am going to... Is it possible if I could, like, grab one of this thing's teeth and just start using it to tear into this creature?
You are too far away from the teeth. You were
Okay.
down in the stomach. A tigerfish grow to be about 25 feet long.
Ooh.
It's just using a large mini because that's how D&D works. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so this will be a fan spo for a straight roll within its stomach. So 23?
23 is going to hit. It takes 8 points of damage.
Alright, I am
Its body convulses in pain.
I am going to then burn one of my hit die for Iron Fist to increase that damage.
All right. The creature dies.
Oh, thank God.
You can spend, let's see, 10 feet of movement to climb out through the mouth.
I am going to climb out of the mouth.
All right, you are now 65 feet below the surface of the water, unable to see, but I think you have a general sense of where the surface is.
I mean, if I kind of look up, do I kind of see a little bit of brightness towards the top?
I'm gonna teach you again what blind means.
Okay.
You can't see anything.
All right.
Yeah, you can't see anything. It's too dark down there.
All right. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep bullshitting this. Is this creature sinking downwards?
It just died, so unknown. And
Okay.
also, it really depends, because some creatures
Float.
would float when they die, yeah.
All right.
Depending on its air bladder situation, etc., etc.
I guess that's it, unless I try and use, I guess, would it be a bonus action to try and make some sort of perception check to see?
Yeah, sure. You could do a perception.
All right. Skills, perception.
Oof. Yeah, so you're pretty sure you know which way to go.
Okay.
All right.
I guess that's gonna be it for right now.
Okay. All right, you got Tiernan, Bluto, Irenia, and the child. Who do you pass to?
I'll pass it, Tiernan.
All right, Tiernan.
All right, I just want to fucking knock this guy out.
All right.
Not that I don't.
As you go to knock him out, he starts butting his head backwards against your face, and to avoid a broken nose, you kind of pull the attack.
This fucking guy. I'll pass to Irene.
Old people in Barovia do not joke. Not a joke. They got old somehow. All right, who you gonna pass to, Irenia?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So Irenia is staring over the edge, and she calls over to you, Tiernan, and she says, "You need to hurry up with him. They're in the water."
I'm trying.
Should I just kill him?
No.
All right,
Gotta
Irenia.
figure out what's going on.
Irenia says to Izzy, she says, "The girl's in the back of the boat. Keep an eye on her." And she jumps in the water, starts swimming down. All right. I am assuming everybody that's swimming is trained in athletics, which is why we're not asking for checks in this still water. But if you were not trained in athletics, we would have to ask you for such checks. Like I'm about, like, oh, you're not, Anna.
I've been riding the fish the whole time.
Oh, you've been riding the fish. Okay. Then, all right. So Irenia makes her check as she starts swimming down. She does a move and a dash. She's down 30 feet. Okay. She will pass to Bluto, so that you guys can control the initiative. Bluto, let's see. There's this echo left behind of you, right, in the boat?
No, it's gone because it's away. It's further than 30 feet away from me.
Oh, okay. All right. Then, yeah, he starts to stab at it, sees that you've disappeared, and then just methodically kind of twists his body a bit, and he tries to stab into Tiernan as they wrestle on the boat. Here we go, Tiernan. This is for you. Another 6. Okay. He does not stab you. Play passes to the kid. The kid's unconscious. This kid's gonna pass to Darius. All right, Anna, you felt the fish die beneath you, and you felt something moving in the darkness. You felt something moving. That was the fish. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
All right, Darius, what do you do?
Well, I don't specifically know that Anna is down here with me.
And you guys are holding your breath, so this you can't talk or anything. Yeah. And you can't see.
Yep. I mean, I'm just gonna keep making this time an action. Make a perception check.
All
see
right.
if I can get my bearings.
Okay, you are glad that you did that, because the last check was a natural 1, and I was going to have you swim even deeper into the lake.
Great.
Yeah, so you start to swim, and you're like, you start tapping your forehead, like, think, buddy, and then you start feeling around on the fish, and then you touch, I'm going to say Anna's arm, which is on the back of the fish.
Okay.
Okay, and then you get a sense that if Anna's on the back of the fish, assuming the fish didn't, like, you know, roll or anything, heading towards and past Anna will lead to the surface.
Okay. If I'm able to get close to Anna, then I'm going to kind of just like motion upwards to the surface and start heading in that direction. And I'm
Okay, she can't see you because it's dark. I can't. It's so hard.
I'm sorry.
Lex,
I was thinking
buddy.
if I'm right next to her, then we could be
All
able
right.
to see. But if that's not the
I
case,
see.
that's fine.
All right, I don't know how to explain to you what darkness is. I've been
gotcha.
trying for over a year. I don't know how to explain to you what darkness is.
I gotcha. All right.
right.
I'm just gonna start heading to the surface. Bonus action. I'm gonna catch my breath and give myself some HP. That's it.
All right.
That's-
And then I'm
that's
gonna
my-
point upward
That's my
so
turn.
that Anna can see, because now
Alright.
I'm 5 feet higher, right? So now she definitely can see me.
Okay. All right. So you start swimming past Anna towards the surface, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
That's
All
it.
right, and who'd you pass to?
I'll pass to Anna.
Anna. All right, Anna. You feel, but do not see, what you think is Darius as he swims past you.
She will attempt to follow him.
All right, so go ahead and give me an athletics check. Since you were not trained in athletics, you have to roll for swims. This is still water, so it's only a 10. Otherwise, you just sort of float there. God damn. All right, so you are left in the darkness of the lake. Hopefully the DM is not rolling for additional lake encounters. All right. What, let's see, so you can't swim, you're just kind of treading water here, so...
The only thing I can think of
yeah.
is could she has a moldy water skin that's empty.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that there's air in it.
Okay.
Not this round, but next round, would she be able to help orient using an empty water
Oh,
skin?
that's a smart move, yeah. So you're gonna quickly think, and you're gonna, reach for you're gonna use your item interaction, you're gonna pull it out,
Right.
and you use your action to kind of like squeeze it, make sure that there's air in there, and then let go of it so that the strap kind of goes and it starts to float, and you feel that tug. Very smart. All right, good stuff.
I'll do it next turn, though.
All right.
And I'll pass to Tiernan.
All right, Tiernan.
All right. I continue my epic struggle.
Okay. Tiernan against one old man. That is enough to hit him. And 4 damage, he is... tell me how you knock him out, I guess. Do you just, like, sleeper chokehold him at this point? Is that what we've been going for?
I feel like with him having the knife, there's a lot more sort of moving around than
okay.
than that. So I think I maybe just sort of like slam him into the side of the boat.
Oh shit!
And,
okay, yeah.
and knock him out.
You hear a satisfying crunch as you slam him into the side of the boat, and he is out cold.
And then I just sort of slump over him like, fuck, that should not have been that hard.
As you do, he lets out one last guttural chant and goes still.
I'll stash him at the front of the boat there.
Okay.
And then I lean over and look in, and it's definitely not super dark down there, so I see exactly where they are, right?
You don't see Anna. Darius is what? How deep are you, Darius?
We were what, 65?
Yeah, 65.
And it took what, 10 feet to get out of it? So
yes.
I'm probably only.
Well, that was last round was 10 feet. You had your whole movement this time.
Okay.
You waited a whole turn before you started swimming.
Okay, so then I would be 45 feet down.
Oh, still 45 feet down. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right. So
60...
I'd stay 45 feet down. It is now dim light, and you do see Irenia.
Okay.
Okay. So, Tiernan, you just see Irenia, 30 feet down.
Okay. I'm going to assume that Irenia sort of knows what she's doing.
Of course. You would never take risks that she wasn't able to back up with her skills.
Right. That was super convincing. I
Remember?
take one last look at the guy to make sure that he's knocked out,
Okay.
and then I say, I guess it's just you, Izzy, and then I'm just gonna jump in also.
All right.
So that'll put me down. Are we half speeding? How's this working?
Yep, it's half speed unless you have a swim speed. And if you are trained in athletics, this water is easy enough to swim in. You don't need to make a check. But if you're not trained, it's a DC 10.
I am trained, so I will just be down 15 feet. I'll go over one. All right, I will pass to Irenia.
All right. Irenia starts swimming down. She will try another athletics check. Needs a DC 10. She is floundering about in the water. All right. She would see you. She'll use the help action on you. And she will pass to Bluto, who's out cold. Child, who's out cold. Fish is dead. All right. At the end of the round, I will roll to see if anything is attracted to the blood in the water. So then, going back to Darius from the child.
All right. Action, movement, and bonus action. I will move 45 feet up towards the surface, spending a moxie point for stick and move.
Okay.
And seeing Irenia. Just
Okay.
move past her towards the surface. That's
Okay.
it. That's it for me. I'll pass to Anna.
All right, Anna.
If she's able to follow the direction of the water skin, she'll go that direction.
Yep. All right, go for it. Give me
Sure.
athletics to see if you can swim.
Okay.
All right,
This water, man.
you want to go, but it is rapidly occurring to me that maybe as a maid, you never really had the occasion to go swimming or learn to swim. So if you grew up in the town and then the lake is dangerous and the rivers are dangerous, honest to God, who the fuck would actually know how to swim in this setting? Okay, so you know where you want to go, and I guess you could just sort of let yourself sort of float up a bit if you want. You don't need to swim to float towards the surface. Okay, so you just let nature happen and slowly begin to drift up. So we'll say that you go 15 feet.
Okay.
All right.
And she'll pass to Irenia.
Okay. All right. So you're still pretty far down. Darius went up. All right. She'll make an athletics check. All right. So she's gonna swim further down, and it starts to get really dark. But Anna, you start to see at the very edge of the darkness what you think is a female form swimming downwards towards you. And then she keeps swimming till she is next to you. And then she reach out to grab your hand.
I grab her hand.
All right, sweet. And then she would then kind of pull you up, so each of you would go up another, unfortunately, only about 5 feet. So you both are at about 40 feet right now. All right. End of the... Oh, at the end of the round, I was supposed to check for a random encounter.
Well, Tyrannus still.
15. Well, that was previous round. We've already passed into the new round, right?
No, you said thankfully your DM isn't doing that.
Oh, okay. So passing to Tiernan. I have rolled for this round. I have bad news. There is a lake encounter, so you may want to get out of the water quickly. All right.
God damn it.
Agreed.
You can hold your breath for like 12,000 minutes in
Right.
fighting, right?
The bad thing is dropping to 0 because you start taking failed death saves immediately.
Have we changed that, or is that a rule that we?
No, you still hold your breath for forever. You just don't want to drop to 0.
Yeah, but I also don't want my friends to die.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I guess I'm 15 feet down in. Can I still see Irina?
You can see them very faintly, like in dim light style. So yeah, you can see their forms. It looks like the forms of 2 lovely ladies swimming beneath the waves. It's definitely your allies.
I'd say must be Darius.
Darius at the surface.
Stupid sexy Darius! Ah!
I will. Yeah, I'll swim down to Anna. If I use movement and dash, that.
Right. Hey Reed, if you're still there, could you give me 3d6? If you're not at your computer because you're just listening in on wireless headset, I understand, but
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, give me 3d6. That's how many ads are coming. Oh, okay. Cool. All right, I'll add those in.
And then I have like 5 feet of movement left.
Okay.
So I will hang out, I guess.
All right.
Well, let's see. I've got 5 feet of movement left, and I have a bonus action, so I can step. So I will grab Anna, and can I use that to like push her 5 feet up?
You want to use your bonus action to push someone 5 feet?
Basically.
It would work on land, but it is difficult terrain in the water because none of you have swim speed.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
In that case, I will use my step and my 5 remaining feet of movement to move to 35 feet on.
Okay, I don't think step would work in the water unless you had a swim speed, because it would be 5 feet reduced to 2.5 feet, which wouldn't really work in a grid-based setting. So
I can't. I can't
Yep.
combo it on top
Nope.
of the 5 feet of movement speed that I have left.
They are separate things.
All right.
All right.
I will be there then.
Okay. So Bluto is out cold. Child is out cold. 6 new individuals have entered the fight. Who do you pass to, Child? They pass to Darius.
Could they pass to the others first?
Okay, they pass to Tiernan.
Thank you.
All right, Tiernan, you're down 40 feet. You're with the 2 ladies. You have a very good perception, but it is pretty dark down there. The light is just not reaching that deep in, so you do not know what is coming out of the darkness. All right, so what do you do?
I would like to grab Irenia and help pull her up.
Okay. All right, so you grab Irenia, and then you're gonna kind of drag her behind you as you swim to the surface.
Yeah.
All right, go for it. So you would move half your speed and then a dash, so both of you would go 15 more feet up because you're
right.
moving, half and half again. So move and a dash will take both of you close to the surface and away from whatever is coming from the darkness. Okay. Who do you pass to?
I will pass to Anna.
All right, Anna, you're up.
And I see anything.
You felt the other 2 present people head away from you, and you do see that there is now a glimmer of light up above.
Okay, how far do I need to move to be able to summon Dana again?
Does Dana just stay where you are till you get there, or is that the...
So it's a range of 30 feet, it costs 15 feet of movement, and I have to be able to see.
Oh, you have to be able to see. Okay, yeah. If you swim up about 15 feet, you'll be able to see again, yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be my whole movement.
Okay.
And then she will bonus action summon Dana.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
I guess I could dash up to probably 10 feet below. And I'll pass to Arena.
Okay. Let's see. Quick athletics check. She begins to flounder about in the water. And she'll use a help action on Tiernan, and that will be her turn. She will pass to Darius.
Alright, Darius will spend his movement to get to the boat with Izzy and climb up. Look around, see that none of his allies are at the surface. He will go to the edge of the boat, and I can't use any ranged weapons. I guess I'll just ring in the action for if there's a hostile that's next to me, I'll just whack it. But that's as best as I can do.
All right. I think that you guys are close enough to the surface, and there is a big delicious fish for those creatures to chow down on. So we will end combat. Oof. Okay. All right. So all this happened relatively quickly. Back on the shore, you guys watched this scene play out. What would you have tried to do at this point from the shore? Because they would have been little specks in the distance on the lake. So Scooby-Doo investigation team, what would you guys have been up to? Anybody? Nobody?
Nothing for
Well-
Breed. He's still panicking. So
Okay, fair. Okay.
I assume Eric would probably run to find someone nearby.
Okay, so you draw a crowd essentially, and people are gathered on the shore watching all this happen. But you don't see anybody mobilizing to go out and help.
Well, that's disheartening.
That's the theme. That's the theme of the setting. Yes. So they all stand around and they stare out. Some in wonderment, some in boredom, at the scene that plays out at the middle of the lake, or not the middle of the lake, but you know, far off in the distance. Let's see. Reed, I think at one point Eastmark would try to start swimming out to help, which is just so dumb. But
Yeah,
it feels like something that he would do.
I will try to pull him back if I can. I mean, obviously physically I can't, but
Okay, give me a persuasion.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. All right. He tenses up. He looks at the lake. He looks back at you, and he says, "We'll have to hope that they can do it on their own." All right. And do it on their own they did. So back out on the lake. How do you guys finish this up? You got an injured girl. She's obviously got a bad head injury. She's got some gashes from the fish's teeth. I guess Irenia would be kind of tending to those wounds. This dude is bleeding out real bad from a head wound. I believe it says he cannot get stabilized, even though he's unconscious. So basically, since you did non-lethal, he just can't wake up until the wound is dressed. So if you healed him, the bleeding, he would just kind of pass back out again. So
yeah,
how do you want to handle it?
I'll medicine check him. I'm not gonna
Okay.
heal this kid in that.
All right. Ooh, yeah, that's a real bad. It's a real bad wound. Looks like a frustrated redhead smashed this dude's head against a sturdy wooden boat over and over again to knock it, quote unquote, knock him out. It's real bad bleeding. All right. Anybody else trained in medicine that wants to try? This is beyond Tiernan's abilities.
Anna just searches him.
Oh damn. Okay. Let's see. On his person, he has a strange talisman.
He obviously grabs it so Tiernan can see that she grabs it.
Okay. So you kind of grab it and do the dramatic, like, tug the leather tongs so it snaps, take it off his neck kind of thing?
Absolutely.
Okay. I hate when they do that, but it is so cool. Like, just take the effort to untie it or unclasp it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you grab it, you look at it, you pull it off of his neck. Beautiful. And let's see, he had the dagger he was carrying, which is at the bottom of the boat. The crossbow was at the bottom of the boat. You do see that there are crossbow bolts in a case in the boat. There's fishing supplies in the boat, nets, baskets, and it looks like he packed himself a lunch. There's a bottle of vodka, which is half empty.
Nice.
Yeah. But you don't. That's about it. He's not wearing any armor. And those were the two weapons that he had. Oh, and there is a harpoon, which you would just treat as like a javelin, basically, in the boat. All right.
How many crossbow bolts?
How many crossbow bolts would he have left? Let's see. We'll say. Ooh. Okay. He has 18 left.
I will take those.
Okay.
Take like 13, and that way I could use the crossbow and a little bit of ammo.
Okay.
All right. So do you?
I will
Rowing the boats
row
back to
this
the shore,
boat.
or?
I'll row this boat over to the other boat and ask Irina to look at him.
Okay. Let's see. She will try a medicine check. Yes. She is able to kind of tend to the bleeding and the head wound, and when he does recover in 1d4 hours, he will stay conscious. All right. And then when you get to shore, she's going to ask you for help with the child's injury because they have a bad concussion.
All right. Now we will row our boats back.
All right. Got it. All right. So let me see. Throw this. All right. So we just grab this guy and this guy, and then we should be good. Well done, guys. Well done. Let's see. What is a good... we'll go to the lake house scene. That's fine. Alright, so you guys all come back to the shore. Fishermen are there, and... well, a few fishermen are there. Many of them are just out on the water. Tessa is there, standing next to your allies who stayed on the shore. Eastmark rushes into the water to help pull the boats to shore faster, because he thinks that's a good idea. And you guys are back on shore, and you've rescued the child.
How much did we pay her to rent this boat that's not hers?
I gave her 2 gold.
Yeah, and you didn't damage it, so there you go.
We're gonna put that boat back where it was, and we're gonna tell her that I'll sell the boat that I'm in to her for the amount that we paid for the other boat.
Oh my god.
She says, "Ooh, what did he get up to out there, that old Bluto?"
Just, your usual things, trying to murder a small child.
Oh, it was only a matter of time. Well, to the victors go the spoils. If you want to sell me the boat, I'll definitely take it. She gives you the 2 gold back and shakes your hand firmly after spitting in it, and pumps her fist, and she goes to her new boat.
How is she so nonchalant about this?
We do take the
They
stuff
live in
out of
Barovia. They live in
No,
Barovia.
in character, I'm asking like,
Oh,
What the
yeah.
fuck? I think maybe life is very hard here.
to the point in which you can be used to child murdering? Come on now.
I will tell Tessa if she can get someone out there's a big dead tiger fish or whatever it was called in the water out that way.
She stares out there, and she says, "Oh, we don't go that far out into the lake. There's things worse than giant fish out there."
Anna, do you have that necklace still?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know anything about this? Yes.
Ooh, she stares at it, and she definitely looks at it a bit afeared, and she says, "Oh, you don't want anything to do with that. No wonder Bluto was acting so strange."
What is it though? What is it?
Oh, it's some kind of talisman, probably of a ancient evil.
Have you ever seen anything like it before, or are you just guessing because it looks weird?
She blushes a little bit. You may make an insight check against her soon-to-be deception. She's going to use good for something to give herself a +3 to this deception check. Oh yeah, she says, "Oh, I just know these things," and you believe her.
Well, thanks for all your help.
Of course.
Could
So,
Eric bring... Oh,
If he's still alive, you probably want to take him to town so that they can figure out what to do with him.
We should probably take him to Aragol.
Are there blankets on the shore or something that can help dry off people and do that thing that people on the shore do when people come back from being capsized?
Everyone clutches their blankets defensively. They do not. Yeah, they do not.
Wow.
They do not leave them out for other people to take. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Are you the kind of guy that goes to the public pool and just uses other people's towels? Oh my
I
god.
mean, if somebody like is like coughing up water, you pat them on the back, you put a towel around them,
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. I didn't know this happened to read that often. All right. Yeah. Everyone has
He's
their
seen movies.
Okay, everyone has their own blankets. Everyone has their own blankets, and they're certainly not offering it up for a Vistani child.
Oh well, yeah, that's his attempt at being useful.
Okay.
Then he'll just fawn over Easemark, make sure he's okay.
Could Eric bring out the cage he found inside the cabin?
Oh, I should describe the amulet to you. It does seem to be made of so many small human teeth that have been sort of fused together with a hardened clay.
Well, that's some Blair Witch shit.
Maybe we don't wear that. Maybe put that in a bag somewhere so we can show someone while we're asking about it. But...
Okay.
Jessa, you've been very helpful.
Oh,
Perchance,
it's good to be helpful.
have you ever thought of the life of an adventurer?
Oh, I can't say that I have. No, I'll just be staying here and doing what I do and making my way in the world with fishing.
Well, if you ever rethink it, or perhaps if someone ever catches on that you tried to sell their boat to strangers while they were in town, maybe look us up.
All right, I will. If anything bad happens, if I need any help at all with anything, I'll come to you.
That's not what I not what I said.
Thank you so much.
I'll let everyone know.
You're welcome.
Please don't.
Tessa, will we see you at the next festival?
Oh, no, us fisher folk, we're not allowed in the town.
That's a shame.
Not really. I heard they're pretty lame affairs.
Tiernan looks at his broken ankle and frowns at her choice of words.
Oh, here you go. In case you were like, man, it's hard to imagine just how weird that talisman must look. There you go.
That's
That's
quite
terrible.
a thing.
Yep. You can just call it the Talisman of Teeth, if whoever is carrying it. It should be noteworthy who is carrying it, just for
I'll hang on to it.
Anna.
reasons. No big deal. Okay, cool. Right.
Well, I suppose we should head back into town. Do we know anything about where Aragal is?
So Eastmark says the Vistani are not allowed in the town. We should take her to the camp outside of town.
Well, is the camp on the way to the winery? If we return to town the same day, we can get the non-reduced rate for the winery job.
Well, I mean, I heard it's just outside of town. Like, to the west. We should only be like an hour or so.
Okay.
Sure. Is she okay to move? Looking at
Oh, yeah, so Irenia says, we should take a look at her. Tiernan, I will help you. So, Tiernan rolls medicine.
Bam!
Nice. Tiernan, she has a bad concussion and was very fortunate. She was bit badly by the fish, but other than a few like punctures that didn't seem to hit anything important, it's mostly just a lot of bruising from the strength of the creature's jaws. You get the sense that given how small and helpless she was, the fish wasn't really trying too hard to rend her up. It was just trying to gobble her up.
Excellent.
Yeah. So the normal things would apply. She has a wound and she has an injured tissue, aka her brain. So she would just need to recover in the normal way that people do. For now, though, she is at 0 HP and will require some healing to be conscious. Otherwise, she'll wake up in 1d4 hours.
It looks like she'll be okay. She just needs some time to rest and recover.
All right. Eastmark says, "What do we do with this guy?
Take him to Aragol.
If you take him to Vistani and then know what he did, I mean, that's a death sentence for this man."
So
Do you
be it.
think he doesn't deserve it?
I think he certainly does, but keep in mind, if word gets back to the Burgomaster of Valakai, he might feel that we are enacting our own justice.
But aren't we acting on his accord with these badges?
Whose authority does the fishing village fall under? They don't. Vallaki doesn't claim them.
All of the principalities around them, the farms, the fisheries, they're all under Valakai's governance.
So then we turn him over to the guards and let them deal with him.
Irenia says, "But if we do that, what if this Aragol, he wanted this guy? Then we have to go back and argue to get this guy to give him to the Vistani?"
Our agreement with Aragol, or our
We haven't agreed anything.
what our goal was to get his daughter, and we've got her. He'll have to.
Although,
he'll have to be okay with that.
Counterpoint, I feel it would be easier to convince the Baron than it would be Aragol.
Really? Based on what?
Well, technically, we could make a case that this is, a matter for Vistani justice outside his purview, whereas I don't think we could make the same case to Aragol, considering this is such a personal matter with his daughter.
Just as Ismark said, everything outside of the town is still under their control.
He's not doing a very good job of controlling things, Darius.
I know.
Wait.
I know that, but
Be that as it may, we need to get in his good graces.
yeah.
If we plan on being here for a little while,
And to
doing-
be quite honest,
One thing I should mention is during your checking of the girl, she is missing a few teeth. Now, whether or not that was a natural process of a young girl, or this man took the teeth, unknown. But with your nat 20, you know what? Actually, with your nat 20, yeah, you would know that some of the teeth were forcibly taken from her.
So
I don't know if that changes anything, but I feel like you should have all the facts. She
I'm
does
not-
not seem to have been harmed in any other way. Like, it doesn't seem like the man was beating her or sexually abusing her or anything like that. But he did kidnap her, keep her in a cage, steal her teeth, and then throw her to a monstrous fish. So,
I apologize. I don't intend on letting the Baron look good. If we retrieve the girl, we should get the credit for it. We should get Aragol's good graces for returning her and her kidnapper to let him determine what happens.
And imagine if you were her father, and all of a sudden justice was outside your reach because someone else turned her kidnapper.
Reed, this is how it works in our world as well.
We're not in our world.
You don't get to just do things to people. Like we should turn him in.
Oh, so you're saying the Baron is just? You saw what he did to children.
While they're arguing,
Also,
can Eric
go ahead.
While they're arguing, can Eric arm his crossbow?
arm his crossbow? Yeah, of course you can.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna then address the party.
With his loaded crossbow?
No, not point. It's
okay.
loaded, but it's not pointed or at
Okay.
him or anything. Nothing like that.
Sure.
Would it really matter whether or not we take him to Aragol or take him to the Baron? One is a death sentence. The other one, more than likely, a death sentence.
There's more going on here. We need to. That thing that he had. We need. What if he's not the only one?
Is that our problem?
Plus, I imagine the Vistani would know more about this than the Baron would.
Most likely. But I'm just saying, despite us having dinner with him last night, he tolerates us. So if we want to start going above his head, then we may as well start looking for a new place to live, because we ain't going to be staying in town for much longer. Because he can run us out whenever the fuck he wants.
That implies he knows about this individual. For all he knows, we came looking for the girl. We have her.
Eastmark says, I'm pretty sure he's gonna know. Somebody gathered a huge crowd of onlookers.
Yeah, the fishermen aren't going to keep this to themselves. I say we take the girl back to Ericol, and we take the fisherman...
Give him to the guards.
To the guard.
I'm against that approach.
And we need to ask around both about this talisman, this teeth thing he has.
Anna, I assume you were also against it?
I don't want to have anything to do with the Baron.
Well, that's 2 and 2. Eric?
Here, I'll throw up a poll. Hold on. All right, there you go.
We need to add the skull and shackles option if we recruit this man.
Yeah, force him into the B team. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what keep for yourselves is right there. I even put the little heart for Django.
Perfect.
All right, then fate will have to decide since you guys are on an even thing. We will assume that the NPCs were able to sway the party one way or the. Oh my goodness! All right.
Who voted twice?
All right, we'll roll a D3, and the party will. All right, here we go. The NPCs will sway you one way or the other. I'm closing it in 3, 2, 1. All right, even across the board. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Ultimately, the NPCs are able to kind of weigh in, and they say that you got to do it. You got to give them to the guards. So at this point, if anybody wants to not take this guy to the guard, you're going against the majority of the party. And I mean, if we'd have to role play that out, and possibly come to blows.
Anna would square up on Eastmark and say,
Okay.
Do you not see what's going on here? Things need to change in Barovia. If we follow the rules as they have been, everything stays the same.
If we break the law, you and I end up in jail, or the stocks, or worse, and we don't get anything done.
And either choice, it's not keeping it to ourselves.
This is a stupid hill to die on. There are plenty of other ways that you could stick it to the Baron than withholding justice.
Anna hold up. Anna touches Eastmark's cheek and says, I'm very proud of you, Eastmark. And she will follow what he says.
Okay, he's super creeped out and confused. And he says, duh, yeah.
And she winks at Reed.
All right. He's going to shoulder the old man and say, hey, I don't want to go to the Vistani camp anyways. Here, I'll take him back up the hill. And you guys can go. Where are we meeting back at the tavern?
Yeah.
All right.
I was actually going to offer to do that, Eastmark, but
nah, it's fine.
Good luck with the Baron. Or I guess Izek if you see him first.
All right.
Tell Izek I say hi.
So he starts to trudge the long hall, as you can see in this picture. You guys are down here. Hold on. Nope. My left click isn't working. Yeah, we should be back on the main thing. If I got you... Yeah, we're on the main map, right? Okay. Yeah, so you guys are down here, and the town is up on this plateau.
Oh.
Yeah. So he starts the long trek back to town. You guys are heading west, so you would be heading like essentially along the lake and then kind of skirting the woods to get to the camp.
All
right.
If the girl looks like she's okay to move, Darius will pick her up in like a piggyback situation.
I mean, she's unconscious, but yeah, you can move her.
Okay. Yep. And he'll put her on her back and he'll carry her.
She's unconscious, so on your back's probably not going to work, because she won't be able to hold on to you because she's unconscious.
Okay, I'll just
yeah, you got Irina says you got to carry her like baby.
I will carry her like baby.
She stares at you.
Anna,
all right.
Reed.
Once Eastmark's out of sight, though, she does say, "We should have just kept him and gave him to the Vistani. Now the Vistani are going to be pissed off that they can't get justice. Also, that Eastmark could kiss the Baron's butthole."
It's good for Eastmark to do this, Irina.
Yes, it will definitely help Eastmark's stance with the Baron, but not your stance with the Vistani. But I mean, you did get the girl back, so maybe that's all that matters in the end. All right, so you guys start heading in that direction.
Your guys' frustration is understandable, but we have no power whatsoever in that village. If we start trying to make big moves, we're gonna get absolutely nowhere. Just saying.
Don't expect to have any sway in the Vistani village now either. Or tribe, camp.
The Vistani who served the Dark Lord?
Oh, and you think the Baron is a force of good in this land?
No, he's an asshole. But also, we're staying in the town, unless you want to camp outside for the rest of this time.
Oh, damn. You guys got another random encounter. All right, hold on. Let's see. Shoreline.
Maybe something dark that makes me bleed from my eyes. That'd be cool. Oh, wait.
Did that. Alas, I have to honor the chart. So we're using a chart for this. All right, so I'm gonna make her follow Darius just in case. All right, as you guys are walking along the river, you see sitting on the shore, not the river, the lake, sitting on the shore of the lake and staring out into the water is a massive Darius-sized person. What are they feeding these people, et cetera, et cetera. And they are wearing a mask made of animal bones and horns. They have a bare chest and don't seem to be bothered by the weather, and they look like they came right out of a Conan the Barbarian movie. So I'll take you over to the scene. All right, so this is the individual. Just a strapping lad with armor made of skins and bones, and what looks like scavenged bits of iron and metal. Near to hand is a massive great axe. Your group is much too large, I would say, to really have snuck up on the person, especially when you have Irina with you. So the person turns and sees you and begins to stand as you approach, reaching for their axe. They seem to be ready to fight to the death as they stare you guys down.
That's cool. Darius just walks by him.
All right.
He's on
sort of nod at him as we walk by. Yeah, like, hey.
All right. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Is this me or Darius?
That would be you, but you have advantage because of Darius.
Okay.
Oh,
ready
wow.
For like a 3.
God, no, I am so proud of you today. So many nat 20s. Oh my god. All right.
Had to happen
so you
somehow.
understand.
Someone's gotta
Nathan,
roll
Nathan
well.
and I have been playing D&D together for a while, so when I see a session where they're getting good rolls, I mean, it warms my fucking heart. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's
like,
gonna be so bad tonight, though.
yeah, oh, it's gonna be so bad tonight. All right, yeah, he gives you guys a bro nod, as if to say, but he does cautiously watch all of you go by. Does anybody want to engage with this man at all?
I just whispered to Darius. He looks cool as shit.
Irina whispers to all of you guys, that is a berserker, I bet. A Kavalni that has been outcast for being too violent.
Doesn't seem so bad.
It reminds me
Yeah.
of one of those video game characters.
Video game characters? Are these like movies?
It's like movies, but you control the actors.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No?
Wait, like that, on the phone, right?
Some of them are on the phone, some of them are on the larger screen.
All right, so, yeah, you guys walk past the berserker, and the berserker watches you go. All right. See, not every random encounter is a deadly one. Though, admittedly, if I had rolled for more berserkers, they probably would have turned out a little bit different. But it is comforting to know that you can just get one berserker as a random encounter. Totally manageable. All right, I'll take you guys back to the map. And so it takes about an hour, but you arrive at the Vistani encampment outside of Valakai. Do we have an establishing shot for these guys? Oh, we do have something else. Another travel sticker. Alright, so you got your lake.
Are we supposed to have 2 Velakis?
You have 2 Velakis? Where's the second Velaki at?
I see 2.
I only see
I only see one.
Yeah, I want to see one.
Huh. I'll reload, see if it goes away.
Oh,
Yeah,
could
it
you
is an
also?
illusion.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what's up?
Oh no, for Tyrion, if you could hit me with the healer's thing. We get a chance.
There we go.
And Crash, during the hour transit, remembering what Mirabelle said to read about, we'll say Aragol's proclivities, Reed spends like the time like gussying up, straightening his hair, looking in the mirror, using, taking one of the breath mints, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sure. All right. Gussying up, I got you. All right, the girl is still unconscious when you arrive. You guys see that you've unlocked your Vistani encampment travel sticker. It is several houses in a ring around a hill. And that's unusual because Vistani don't have houses. And there are wagons and tents there as well. So it's sort of a combination of the two. And as you approach, this is your kind of bird's eye view of the place. And that's that's at the top of the hill. There's a big tent, and there's all these Vistani wagons around it. And then you can see sort of off screen on the corners, there are those little cottages built into the hill itself. As you approach, your group would definitely be noticed. And I would say that some individuals would probably ride up on... I'd say 2 Vistani on horseback would ride up to you guys and want to know what you were doing here.
I made the horrible mistake of still wearing my Vistani clothing.
Oh. Awkward. Okay.
Yeah. Would someone have reminded Reed of that on their way by chance? Like Eastmark or Irina?
I think they've got other things on their
Oh,
mind.
Eastmark's gone. That's
I
right.
think you choose the wrong 2 people to care about the Vistani.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see how this plays out.
Okay, so I'll take you back to the main thing. We'll change out the background. So that's like one of the houses, and you guys are sort of approaching the outer edge of it, that sort of thing. Okay. All right, so as you guys approach, there are 2 Vistani, and let's see. We'll do and All right. So these 2 Vistani approach you on horseback, and the one calls out to you and says, What business do you have here in our camp? Are you here to see the elves? Or do
We're the
you
wo-
wish to have business with the Vistani?
We're the Walking Dead. We are returning the girl to Aragol. And she points to.
Annabelle the girl! All right, and she immediately just begins to weep with relief. And her horse sidles up to the other horse. The two women embrace. She whispers something to the other woman. The other woman races on her horse back up the hill. And then this woman rushes over to you guys. All right. And she says, "Show me the girl."
Darius will show her.
Oh, this is good. Ancestors be praised. Oh, she is so bruised. Is everything all right with her?
Some of our people are medically trained. They tended to her. She was kidnapped for the most
No.
part.
Say no more. My curiosity is great, but I would not make you tell the story twice. Come with me to our encampment, and you may speak with Aragol yourself.
That's
I do have a small task I need assistance with, though.
She cocks her head. What do you need? I'll do anything to repay your kindness.
Let's
sorry.
hold off on that.
Okay. She's a bit confused. They get propositioned for quests all the time. So it's it's not out of the ordinary. Okay. So she leads you past the cottages and up to the top of the hill. So I'll just go ahead and swap that out. We don't need no combat maps. We got to stay calm and collected. Combat maps just gonna make us feel edgy. So we're gonna stay right here on the dashboard. There we go. It's safe. Everyone's safe. Nothing to worry about. All right. Let me swap out the music. Or combat music. No. Let's see.
It was a double fake. It was combat all along.
No. Let's see. All right. This should work. Right. All right. So, as you guys approach, the Vistana says, all right. Well, this is our encampment. It is a collection of many clans and tribes. This hill is well defensible, and we are allies with the Dusk Elves who live in the cottages surrounding the hill. They frequently let us set up camp here when we plan to stay in Barovia for extended amounts of time.
Did you say elves?
Yes. The Dusk Elves of this realm are... they are a sad people with a sad history. Not like the elves of other worlds. Like the spicy blood elves of Azeroth. Oof. And she begins to fan herself. Like, just fanning herself so hard. Because, God, those blood elves. Oof, mama. And she says, there are no elves where you're from, outsiders. How is it possible? There are over 4,000 different elven species across the multiverse. And counting.
We have tales of elves.
We have people who.
Oh, she started to look towards your butt when you said you had tails, and then she kind of self-corrected, and it's like, perhaps the elves left your world.
I mean, it's a nice butt, so.
We have. What's the best way to put this? Stories about elves, but they're fiction, and some people enjoy those enough to dress up as elves, but we don't have actual elves.
That seems incredibly inappropriate.
Cosplay is where you took this?
It's probably the best way to describe it.
All right. After hearing your problematic remark, she is going to move you guys to the battle map because she knows that this isn't going to go well. So hold on, I'll take everybody over to the battle map. Real quick.
mean, what's the better other way of describing? We
buddy.
have movies and we have TV.
You could have just said we don't have any elves.
That's it.
Sometimes saying less is more. Is that your
Yeah.
advice? Oh my god!
Yes.
All right.
Mm.
Oh no, everyone's so out of bounds. Hold on. Let me try to grab you guys and put you back in bounds. Oh no. I don't think there's any saving you, Reed. I might just have to delete you.
Oh no. What'd you do, Richard?
All right, there we go. And we got the girl. Okay. Yeah. Oh man. What was I thinking? Roleplay scene? You guys? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I feel like this is actually a good map to give you a better sense of how things look. So I'll take you over there real quick. Activate. All right, now I want to draw your attention to how many fucking horses they made me put on this map. I was like,
God dang.
yeah, they're like, they keep the horses in the inner ring for safety. And I was like, checks out. But horses in real life are long and easier to stack side by side. Horses in D&D are square and much harder to Minecraft into place. But yeah, there's a
I feel like there
shit.
should be like a 2 square next to each other category size.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Some
there's
people-
a particular
some people
You
do
can
sense-
call
that.
it a Jeremy Crawford medium.
Some people do that, and Foundry does support it. But yeah.
So the camp has a particular smell to it, does it?
It's very poopy. Yes, it's a poopy
Yeah.
smell. But they have children cleaning up the poop, and keeping things nice, taking care of the horses. There are a lot of Vistani here, more than I would feel comfortable after putting all those horses down, putting onto the map.
Does Reed notice any looks like good or bad on his dress?
Yeah, I guess that should be addressed, especially after your costume, dressing up in costume comment. So the Vistani who's guiding you, she says, I will ask, why are you dressed as a Vistana? Is this because you like and respect them like the elves, and you wanted to be like one?
Well, I
Or
do
are
act-
you trying to bank on our reputation? Are you a con artist?
No, not at all. Actually,
Did you steal those clothes from a Vistani encampment?
No, we actually we had visited Madame Ava's the encampment at the Sayre Pool previously,
Hmm.
and I just and I show the clothes I was wearing and say you can see how I needed a change.
Okay. Yeah, she looks at you and she says, I understand. You have good fashion sense. It looks good on you.
And he looks down and seeing like the shirt like open to the waist, the sash, He's like, well, yeah.
All right. And so, with that, I'll grab some flavor text for you guys. There's a lot going on here. And let's see. Unfortunately, they've got all the Vistani stuff in like multiple sections, so I'm having to open several tabs to cover all of the Vistani stuff. So let's see. All right. Here we go. So the woods part reveal an expansive clearing, a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. Fog obscures the details, but you can see these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring through the hole in the top. The tent is brightly lit from within. Even at this distance, you could smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from this central area. That's their way of saying poop. All right. So, she leads you past the horses. The other Vistana is there. And they say, come, you will meet with him in his tent. All right. And she motions to this door right here. All right, and the door opens, and as it does, this guy, he says, "Where is she? Where's my?" As he recognizes you guys.
Sup?
I am torn between my urge to deal with you and my urge to see my daughter.
Let's have a
Let's
talk, shall we?
Let's look at the condition of my girl and then we will talk. Please, come inside. This is my husband, Luvash. And Luvash looks at all of you guys and says, welcome to Barovia. Where is the girl?
Darius's arms.
Oh, okay. All right. Both men move towards the girl, and they go to take the girl from your arms. Do you allow them to?
Yes?
And it's his daughter, right?
It is. Darius is just gonna say, there's a lot that we need to talk about.
Of course. Thank you so much for saving her. All right, first things first. All right, please get comfortable. And he kind of like motions to this dude over here. This dude rummages around, and he comes back with a healing potion, and starts to administer it to the child. Erigol doesn't leave her side, and Luvash just looks like he's mean mugging everybody. All right. You do also see, and this is a bit disturbing, that yeah, piled outside of all the wagons are empty casks of wine, and then as you guys were approaching the tent, you heard the crack of a whip. No, you wouldn't have heard that. Never mind. Because everything changed because you had the girl. All right, you see that this guy right here is tied to the central post of the tent, and he is being apparently tortured. You can see telltale signs. His back is exposed, and he is tied to the thing with his back facing out. His back is covered in lash marks that are fresh and bleeding. You see tears have stained his face. His mascara is going everywhere, but he looks stoic. He can't be more than maybe 19 years old. All around the room, you see that there are other Vistani, and that there are places piled with... The floor is covered in dead grasses, but they do have bedrolls and pillows and campfires everywhere. All right. This guy is pretty much ignored. Like, everyone in the room is just acting like he's a piece of furniture as they dote over the child. And Luvash mean mugs you guys. Erigol says, all right, tell me what happened to my girl. What possibly could have happened? Where was she?
Does anyone want to take point on this?
Yep. I mean, Reed doesn't mind if you guys.
Was she so far as the Dirt's Manor? Was she all the way by the Death House?
Reed will.
Did you run into my man in Barovia Valley, Radu Radovich?
We did actually, and he told us the tale of your daughter and being missing and you being in need. Which moved us, of course, so we made it a priority to look for her.
I knew when I met you that you were heroes. I made a good choice.
Yes, you're quite perceptive and intuitive. So we investigated and were able to find clues that led us to Lake Zarovich, north of town.
The lake, only an hour away?
Yes, she was being held, and we were able to save her. Unfortunately, she was held for a while and injured. But
Yes, it has been weeks.
yes, but thankfully, and I'll plan a point to Darius and Tiernan and everybody on the boat crew that they were able to save her from a giant tigerfish. And he like tries to tell the tale in kind of an elaborate manner.
Why was there
some details.
tigerfish? Okay, so what details do you leave out?
I try to minimize Bluto's mention as much as possible.
So she rode the boat out to the water herself?
I said as much as possible. So,
okay, everyone involved.
Kidnapped.
Okay, they say who kidnapped her? Who was it? This man is dead. Who is it?
We believe it was a.
You believe?
A drunken man, likely from the village. Because I don't know for sure he lives in or outside.
All right, so Reed,
guys,
just
you
go
guys
ahead
visited this
and give me your deception.
Okay.
I do have expertise. It might go well.
Sure, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, he says, that is a great story. What about you, sir? What actually happened? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I believe everything you're saying, but I would just like to check with your allies to make sure that you got all the details right. I've been in the business too long to take one deception check at face value.
Well, most of what Reed said was right. We found the girl by the lake. She had been taken by some drunkard. What he was doing with her, I have no idea, but when we were asked around, apparently they're out on the lake. So we rode out there and we got her back.
Okay. The girl is awake now because they're using healing potion and stuff. And she says, Papa, his name was Bluto. He told me that Vistana are good luck, and that's why he took me. I'm sorry, I went too close to the lake, and I ran into him, and the next thing I knew, he'd hit me. And then I woke up in the cage. He smelled like a dog, and he kept me there, and he made me go out into the boat with him every day. When I would cry at night, he would hit the cage and threaten me. But I had vision. I had vision of this man over here with this scarred up eye. His name is Eric, and he would come for me. But I guess my vision was a bit mixed up because I'm pretty sure it was this man that saved me. I'm not sure though. It might have been this guy. There was a fish. He threw me into the lake. He put me in a sack and he threw me into the lake. And then something bit me. I think it was a fish. I think so. And then I woke up here. I sort of remembered things, but not really. My head hurts so bad, Papa.
Sorry, do we have an image for Arabelle?
Yeah, sure. He stares, Aragorn, so hard at you, Reed. So fucking hard at you. And he says, you think it was a man from the village. You're not very smart. Did you think my daughter would not wake up and just tell me what happened?
Well, it's as we said, a man from the village. As you can tell, we are outsiders. I didn't know if he lived there or not.
I interrupt
Now-
to explain what.
He's a fisherman, and his name is now known to us. Spread word for the camp. His life is forfeit.
His life at the moment is in the
100
hands-
gold coins for his head.
His life is in the hands of the guards and the Baron.
Well,
I mean, if you want to go into town and deal with that, you're more than welcome to. Just telling you where he is.
I see. All right. Well,
Do understand
of
from
course I forgive you. You are outsiders in this land. And I understand back on Earth, you like to follow the rules. Because your police officers, as they are called, like to murder people. So you're very scared of them. And that is fine.
not wrong.
So, thank you for saving her. It means everything to us. She is a special child, not just the fruit of my loins, but she is a seer of great power.
Like Madame
Seer,
Ava.
like Madame Ava.
Ah, you've met the madam. Then everything is proceeding as it should.
Does that include you leaving us at that house?
Yes, you were chosen.
By who and why?
Well, normally I have the gift of sight for heroes, but some of you were chosen by Erbil. You might be the group that finally goes all the way. And finally gives the master what he's been after all this time.
2 questions.
Of course.
What about
The least I can do is to answer your questions after all you've been through and the great kindness you've done to us. And Luvar says, the least we could do.
So we lost a few people in that godforsaken place.
Of course.
Was that part of the so-called site that Arabelle and Madame Ava had?
The house is a testing ground, a trial by fire. Those who did not survive the house were never worthy to walk the path.
Reed gets offended and just kind of like turns away.
Those that did are possessed of something more. The blood of heroes. On your world, such things have faded into memory. But in the olden times, such people existed. Figures bigger than life, able to accomplish the greatest deeds, affect the biggest changes in the history of your world. You might find it hard to believe, but you are such people. But the world you are from has beaten you down. It has lost its magic. But here, perhaps we can salvage that.
Yes, Darius looks at everyone else, see if they want to say something.
Anna is eating the shit up and says, "It's like I told you."
He looks at you and he says, you are not the same girl who entered the house with Jack.
I am not.
He nods to you and says, many will walk the path.
None
Who
will need
will-
to walk it after us.
Oh! He looks around at all the other Vistani, and they all kind of do like a golf clap. Even the kid that is tied to the tent post chuckles a little bit. And he says, that is the sort of bravado, the sort of can-do attitudes that you are going to need.
And Aragol, where do you imagine you will be when this is all over?
I will be as I always have, leading my people, traveling the roads, exploring the many worlds. And I will have a full heart, for I will know that my master is finally at peace.
So, if this is a proving ground and walking the path and all this, what is your master's end goal?
I am
Would he
not
look-
privy to his machinations. I am only tasked by him to provide him with heroes. Alas, in my lifetime, and that of my father before me, and my grandmother before him, there have none have been fit to the task. For centuries, this land has been imprisoned by the Mace.
So, this land of Barovia is a prison, so to speak.
Yes.
The Baron of Vallaki said something similar. Or Valakai. Anyone else? I think Darius is just gonna ponder for a bit.
And Reed, after Darius is done, like kind of pulls it back subtly and kind of whispers something in his ear.
What do you think of your lord, Aragon?
I think he is strong. I think he is powerful. I think that he is... Oh, sorry, hold on. Guys, we can't have lyrics during these scenes, please. And so they kind of calm their shit down a little bit.
Is he like the stories say?
He looks at you apologetically that things got so out of hand. So, like the stories say. Oh, that and more. Certainly. Count Strahd von Zarovich is... Well, he is a legend. He is, in many ways, like a god. This land is a reflection of him. For, as the locals like to say, he is ancient, and he is the land. And as he says that, the Vistani don't repeat it. But Anna, you feel the compulsion overwhelming you, and Irenia says, he is ancient. He is the land. Anna, if you don't want to say it, you'll need to make a charisma or wisdom save.
You will make a charisma save.
Okay, yeah, 15 is pretty good. So yeah, you resist the urge to say it. You feel bolstered by your allies' the borrowed power from your ally. Aragol says, "Hey, but he is eternal. He has always been a part of the Vistani life for generations, dating back hundreds and hundreds of years. Long ago, the Vistani people saved him from a great malady, and ever since we have been allies. Some call us servants, and we serve gladly." And that's all he has to say.
You see the reflection of the land? It's very poor, very dark.
Of course. That's why I am excited for you. I have high hopes. You will be the one to right all the wrongs that have befallen this land.
So, you serve him, And I guess you have his best interests at heart, but you're not gonna try and, like, stop us or kill us or anything?
Why would I work so hard to get you here, just to kill you? And then after you save my daughter, flee? What kind of man do you think I am? And his husband says, yes, what kind of man do you think he is?
This whole place is so weird.
It is a strange land, to be sure. But for us, it serves as a great place to come home to, for people with no home of their own. It is a nexus of sorts, a crossroad, at least for my people. For you and yours, it is a prison. And it will remain as such until you do something about it.
So, if we do good things for you, like saving your daughter.
You would like a reward, some reciprocity, of course.
Well,
I will send for some treasure for you. He motions to this girl over here, and she nods, and she heads towards the door.
I was gonna say, would that buy us a ticket out of this place because you guys can travel as freely as you want?
He laughs again and says, after I worked so hard to get you here, why would I send you back?
It was worth an ask.
Also, you've been marked now. You are property of Strahd von Daybreak. If I were to take you, I would be acting against his will. He is very interested in you. All of you. You have overcome much and drawn his attention. Oh, the blue steel stare? Okay, give me a give me a persuasion. Give me persuasion or performance.
Yeah, it since he doesn't mean any of it, it's got probably performance, unless you take deception.
I mean, sure, if you want deception. Okay. You get the sense that while you look just fantastic, he's into a bit rougher dudes. He's into a bit rougher dudes.
Well, my plan's shot. Okay.
All right. I mean, this guy thinks you look great. He says, I think you look great. You have some good energy there. I'm into it.
I just kind of roll my eyes and...
My name is Alex. It's so hard to meet new people.
Now that I've noticed this, if you don't mind me asking, why exactly are you whipping this individual?
Alexi was supposed to be keeping an eye on Arabelle and did not do a good job. She wandered off, as precocious children do, and he is to blame. I was finally at the end of my anger. I assumed that my daughter was no more, so I was planning to flay all of his skin from his body until he died from the excruciating pain of his failure. But now we don't have to do that! It's wonderful! And he plants a kiss on Alexi's head and pats him on his very sore, wounded back. Says, so. Once your reward is back, I suppose that is it. Unless you need anything? You have a question?
I would like to fill you in on what's going on with your daughter, so that we can be sure she receives the proper care that she needs to fully recover from her ordeal.
We have skilled healers amongst our people, but yes, if you could let us know the extent of her injuries, that would be appreciated.
Right, and I just tell him everything that we've found out.
Okay. Alright, the tent flap opens, and the Vistani girl comes back in, and she has what looks like a small chest, like the kind you would buy at the Renaissance Festival for way too much money. And she heads over to Aragol, and she demurely hands it to him. And then he flips the lid. He makes a damn face. His eyes scanning it. He closes the lid, and he says, "Here, your reward, Eric from the Vision." And he hands you a chest. It is heavy AF.
Don't worry, my 9 strength got this.
Okay. It is a small chest, but it is heavy. I mean, it's only about 12 pounds plus the weight of the chest, so about 15 pounds. But it's deceptively heavy. You know what I mean? Like, you were not expecting him to hand you this coffer, this little, treasure chest that would weigh that much. You hear coins shifting about inside. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It's 25 pounds. It's very heavy. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so he hands you this 25-pound chest of coins, and he says, "That should be enough. You should be able to buy anything you need now." What do you say on Earth? It's easy now. It's easy mode.
Right.
He raises an eyebrow to see if that was the right saying.
No, you're absolutely right.
Nice. I did a lot of research for my recent role. I hope I came across successfully as a groundskeeper that knew about Earth.
Well, seeing as we're here, I think you did fine enough as it was.
Excellent, excellent. I tried to get the truck through the mist, but it didn't work. So, it'd be so cool to have a truck. I mean, horses and wagons are great, but
Wait,
now
you
that
tried to steal my truck?
now that I've driven the truck, I like that. And at this point, you do notice that most of them are wearing blue jeans.
You mentioned your daughter, Arabelle. She saw me, but this is the first time I've met her.
He says, "That's how magic works." She points to you and says, "Eric Joaquin, born in shadows."
That's not creepy at all.
Tiernan Beckett, forged in fire. Darius, the Iron Fist. And Reed Sterling, the Silver-Tongued. There was also Jack, father to all, but he was not worthy.
And what are the others that you pulled in with us? Are they...
You pulled them in. They are here because their connection to you. They were meant to bring you strength and courage. Their deaths were meant to inspire you. They make you stronger. They give you purpose. They are your anchor to the world that was. Your reminder of why you fight. But they were not chosen by us, but by your own lives and choices. Not all have made it, and some linger behind, following closely, but they have not caught up yet. There is still time, Eric. There is still time.
He'll give a slight nod. Thank you.
Do not thank me. You're the one who saved my life.
Well, he'll look over to Darius.
That is
And
why I will tell you. Do not stay in one place for long. Matthew follows.
I beg your pardon?
Do not stay in one place for long. Matthew follows.
Oh. Okay. And this is like freaked out look on Eric's face, like, oh god.
He cannot rest until he sees the light leave your eyes. He is bound to you. You made some sort of deal.
Is that the
Oh,
first time that we
shit.
all have heard this?
Aragon claps his hands, just like, yeah, yeah, and he says, this is the stuff of heroes, yes! Already making those bargains, already doing whatever it takes. He tries to pull you into an embrace, Eric Joaquin. Do you allow him to?
Yes, because he's too
Alright.
stunned right now.
Yeah, he just starts clapping your back so hard, and he says, anything to win, anything to win. And he roughly gives you a shake, like an over-aggressive soccer coach, and he lets you go. Says, you've got this. I didn't think Matthew was going all the way anyways. Shame about Jack, though.
Yes, real shame. Can I walk outside for a moment, please?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And he will walk outside. Eyes completely unfocused.
Alright, so you just gotta stagger out of the tent. Okay. Aragol says, so, what is next for you?
We have a deal with the Markovs to go help with the wine shortage.
Oh, the Martikovs, they are good people. And the wine shortage affects everyone. We have traded what excess we could afford, but we will have to do some traveling to restock. I fear that this world is going to run dry very soon.
Well, we're trying to get trade back up with Barovia, so hopefully this will help with that.
That is an interesting goal. Very interesting. You will probably find your efforts stymied by the Baron Velakovich. He seems to have other ideas about how to resolve the many issues affecting the land.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that the care of others is high on his list.
What do you know about his obsession with happiness?
I think he has a theory that he's trying to make work. I don't think it will succeed.
It's an interesting
Belief
idea.
is a powerful magic, but he is not the right man to make it happen. He is too forceful, too brusque. Belief needs to be something willing, not forced. And it would be a hard thing to convince so many that there is hope in these dark times.
Well, one way to start that off is to get the wine back flowing. Alcohol makes people happy, I guess.
Yes, I have not heard from my contacts at the Wizard and Wines. I hope the Davian is alright. Nothing terrible has happened to him.
You mentioned that your father and your grandmother had previously executed the same duties that you did.
Yes, we have
Do you
always
remember-
been in the service of, well, not always, but it feels that way. In the service of Strahd von Zarovich.
Back when there were heroes coming to this world. With
There
things-
always have been.
Well, you said there haven't been any for since your grandmother.
No, they come all the time. I bring some in every year or so, sometimes twice a year if I can manage it. But no one has what it takes.
Hmm.
Now we've been doing this since my grandmother's days.
Ah.
Yeah.
What prompted that to start?
The Dark Lord, well, Strahd at first simply sought out heroes to test them. He was bored and just wanted some entertainment. There was a time when such heroes would wander in on their own, and it still happens from time to time. But none proved a suitable challenge, none excited him. Some did, and some joined him as followers, some married him. But none seemed to have what he was looking for. You see.
What about the wizard who led a revolt?
Oh, that guy. He came in all on his own accord, and he was furious at Strahd. Yes. What was that man's name? And the guy on the post says, it was more than Caden. And Aragorn says, yes, more than Caden. What's his name? A bald guy, real nice goatee. Had a lot of ghost dogs. He tried really hard to mix things up and tried to rouse the people. He might have had a better chance if he just went up against Strahd himself, but he wanted the people to be a part of it, which just seems like a really dumb idea. And so he just ended up getting a lot of people killed, including himself. We went scavenging for his remains and his items. We were able to scavenge a few things, but the body was never found. He could still be out there, I suppose, biding his time, waiting.
What was that thing you said, Mac? In like comics, if they don't find the body, then it's possible they'll come back later.
Oh, for sure. No body, they're definitely coming back, for sure. He's definitely coming back. Ergo says, well, then Strahd would have to watch out. That guy was pretty tough. It's been a long time since I saw anyone counterspell a meteor swarm. Oof.
I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna be real with you.
Sure.
I'm super angry about the whole Death House thing.
Ah, I'm sure. Yes, I've had many adventurers come here with their balls out. They say, "Ah, you betrayed me! Yeah, you tricked me!" Ah! And then they attack, and then we have to kill them, and then that's the end of that. It feels like a huge waste of time.
Those thoughts did run through my head when I saw you.
But you're different. Huh? First of all, you probably assessed your situation and knew that you had very little chance of success. That's good.
Yep.
That's good. Don't let your anger drive you down the path to madness.
But we also have a saying on Earth. You don't shoot the messenger. And from what I gather, the Vistani are more or less messengers for the Dark Lord.
That's a good way of putting it. You know, we don't want to make things hard for you. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some Vistani out there that are a bit more into Strahd than even we are. Maybe a bit fanatical. I don't want to propagate bad bad will against my own people, but you would be best to use caution if you run into any Vistani out in the world.
I got nothing else.
I got a couple things for Erigol.
Of course, yeah, go for it.
First of all, Anna would thank him for bringing these people into the world to help her.
Oh, yeah.
This is very kind of him.
It's what I have to do. It's my job. I mean, it's my calling.
Secondly, she would say, if things were to change in Valakai to benefit you, how gracious would you be?
Oh, I would be very gracious. I would be willing to risk the wrath of my master to let one of you go home. But that is only if you were to help a very good friend of mine take the seat of power of Valakai for herself.
I'm listening.
Do you know of
Doesn't
the washerwoman?
over his head.
Do you know of the washerwoman?
Heard the name.
You should seek her out. It would be very beneficial for all of us.
Thank you.
Ah, thank you.
Go count that money.
All right. It is 1,200 electrum pieces,
Holy shit.
Nice,
which is
rich.
600 gold.
Ah, yes, we could have gotten the cheap stuff if we didn't save the girl.
I'm just gonna assume I gave the chest to somebody before I exit the tent.
Oh, as you stumbled out, yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume you passed it, like Tiernan or Darius or somebody. Yeah.
No, he's the man of
No?
the vision.
Oh,
He
okay.
should prove
I
himself.
hope it to you.
All right. Well, if both of you refused it, Irene would take the chest from you.
Yeah, okay, I'll hold on to it then.
I love that scene of you staggering away, overcome by fear and guilt and confusion. You go to pass it off. Darius is like, nope. Tiernan's like, mm-mm. Irene is like, yeah. And you see her and you're like, and you turn away and just walk out of the
Accurate.
Hey, look.
All right. So, anyone else have any other business with this guy?
What's to become of your wayward watchman there, Alexei?
Oh, hey, Alexei is free to go, I suppose. Sorry about that, buddy. And he unties him for the post. And Alexei says, no hard feelings, boss. I screwed up. I deserved it.
Would you like to come with us to
Can I
help
insight check
Tone?
that?
Yeah, you can insight check it. Oh, he's doing a really good job, but he's pretty sad that he got horribly tortured and nearly killed, while no one did anything to stop his boss, and he feels horrible about the whole situation and sick to his stomach, and he's so relieved that he's not dead, but he's putting on a brave face.
Tell you what, Erigol, it might be very useful for us if we had some sort of local interpreter.
I see where you're going, Alexei. Travel with these people. And Alexei says, but boss, they don't last too long. And Erdo says, yes, and each harrowing experience that brings you closer and closer to death and shows you greater and greater horrors will remind you that next time you're in charge of keeping track of children, you better do a good job. And Alexei swallows and extends a hand and says, here, Earth Handshake, let's go. It's time to get, what do they say, plus ultra.
Oh, God.
I clasp hands with him and I say, go beyond.
Yes!
Jeez.
Plus ultra! All right! You have any of these, what do they call them, mangas? I love them so much. Those children, they try so hard. They're like little child soldiers, and it makes me cry so much.
I don't have any with me, no. I've only got one more real world token, and I'm not using it on manga for you. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's fair. It's fair. I think I'm all caught up. It's hard to tell. And then he says a bunch of spoilers about it. And Mackenzie says, "Oh fuck! I only watched the anime. Damn it!"
Well, who knows? Maybe
lose,
it'll
you
be
lose.
Things you lose. I don't know. I have a very important job. I don't have time to just read manga all the time.
Yeah, you're one of those cops that shoot people in our world, right?
Wait a minute now. Wow. Wow. Ergo says, "Hey, spicy. This is going to be good."
Darius will kind of walk forward to Arabelle, and he's gonna take out from his pack an energy bar and kind of hand it to her. It's a little bit sweet, but
Okay.
it should help.
All right. Before she can eat it, Aragorn looks at quick thinking Vistani. Quick thinking Vistani nods. He takes a bite first to see if you're trying to poison this child. All right. All right. Then they let her have it.
If I wanted to kill the kid, I wouldn't have brought her here in the first place.
Listen, these are dangerous times, and we travel some very dangerous roads. You would be wise, Darius, to trust no one, even me.
You're right,
Especially
I don't trust
me.
you.
I wouldn't even trust your allies if I were you. You see, now, I should not say anything else. I do not want to impact how you walk the path. You need to do this on your own. But let me tell you, if I was a betting man, I'd be betting on you. At least until someone finally betrays you. You're going to be like the second to last one. That's what I'm thinking.
Thanks for your vote of confidence.
Of course! He claps you on the back. Says, thank you again so much for saving my daughter. Hopefully you can buy nice things with that money.
It'll help us along the path.
It is a small fortune to some, but for people like you, it will go quickly. And you might as well spend it. You never know when it will be your last day. And you can't take it with you. It'd be heavy to carry that in a parade.
He'll just give him a nod and then just leave the tent.
Alright. I guess I'll take you guys back to your dash. So, quest completed successfully. 2 bumper stickers unlocked. A new ally acquired. Man, you guys just kick it. 600 gold. You guys are just kicking ass everywhere. So, we're at time, or ish. So, I would like to know, what is your intention next? Where will you go? What will you do?
Well, all that was happening in the tent after.
Oh, okay, yeah.
After Reed and Eric had their conversation, which you guys can all see. He would take off and go check out the Dusk Elves.
Oh, okay, so Dusk Elves. Got it. All right.
But if everyone looks like they're about to leave, obviously he's not going to stay behind. So he would, just be like, "Oh, gotta go."
I mean, Dusk Elves is a great place to go. They got a couple of quests for you.
No shit.
All right.
What time of day is it at this point?
It is about 2 in the afternoon, 2:15.
I guess.
And they close the gates to the town at 6.
I guess we can stay here a little bit longer, see what Reed wants to do with the Dusk Elves, and then head back to town and take a long rest before going to the winery.
Spoiler alert: he literally just wants to see an elf.
Oh my god! So you are one of those kind of people.
Listen, if I was Isekai, I would want to see an elf. I will tell you what. I would want
This
to
is
see an
not
elf.
a zoo, okay?
I mean, this isn't like he's at a con. This is an elf.
This is
When
an
people travel, okay, they want to meet locals. It's not that weird to want to meet local people and find out about the local culture. I mean, yeah.
I don't know. He got a little bit of a hop to him. He's really excited.
Right. So, that's cool. That'll be easy enough. You guys can meet up with the Dusk Elves, find out more about their illustrious history and more about the setting. And all right. Beyond that, are you just gonna play it by ear, see what you learn from them, and that'll determine what you do next?
I mean,
Or are you gonna try to
sounds like-
hustle?
I mean,
You gonna try to hustle back to get them premium rates from the
Yeah.
Mardikovs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I wanna
our
do.
priority.
yeah, I think our consensus
money.
is
Actually, I need to go. We need to go back anyway because, like, I would really like now that we have some money, some armor. I think that'd be nice.
We can do our shopping montage.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh boy, do I need?
yeah. It's a shopping episode next week.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
No.
I'm gonna
maybe
roll
we-
play every single transaction.
Oh,
Crash.
wow.
Trash hates this
maybe
so much.
maybe we can handle that in
All right,
Discord.
hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna give you access to all the shops before we stop playing. Hold on. We have all week to plan. Hold on. Give you all the fucking shops. All right.
Wait,
here's
should we
la-
make a party loot character for all the gold and stuff so we can avoid?
I mean, isn't that what the
in this
fans
setting,
provide?
I
Is
need
that?
I need everybody to be carrying stuff. I did add back in the containers mod, so you should be able to add some containers. Let's see. Yeah, so like a backpack should just turn into a container that you can put stuff in. I believe it's working. Let's see. Let me go to somebody's inventory. Or do I have to search specifically for a backpack that's a container?
My backpack
I have-
is a container.
Okay, great.
I have one under container as well.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so you guys are gonna want to be keeping track of everything, because if, like, for example, maybe there's a tree that's actually a giant spider and it drags one of you away and you never see that person again, or maybe somebody got eaten by a fish and swam to the bottom of the lake, you never saw them again. We need to know what you lost. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of times groups with a party loot, they never move the shit out of party loot. And so it's always conveniently there for everybody. And convenience is completely opposite of what we're trying to go for with this this horrible game. So you got to make sure that everybody's carrying something. If you want to put it on the cart, then yeah, it's on the cart. And if the cart, you know, careens off the side of a cliff and you never see it again, everything in the cart is lost. So you have to make decisions about who's
There's
carrying what.
600 Electrum.
Yeah,
Illustrate-
600 Electrum in a chest.
Wait, I thought it was 600 gold.
Sorry,
right?
yeah,
12
600 gold. So it's
Yeah.
1,200 Electrum in a chest.
That's also 120 gold a person. Not that Reed doesn't trust you all, but he has 0 gold and wouldn't mind having 120 to.
So
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna,
can Reed carry 120 gold without, like, falling over on the
Damn.
ground, unable to get up like a turtle?
He'll make it work. Because
Damn.
otherwise,
Hold
you're only
on,
gonna
let me
spend
see something
all
real
his money
quick.
on
I don't
something
know.
else.
I think that the Red Hand boys would probably like to see how Reed's gonna get on, because encumbred's really. Oh my goodness, you're actually heavily encumbered, Reed. So let me give you negative 20 speed real quick.
Don't get me started on that.
There you go. All right, I need to see this blue bar in the first cell, or I will be punishing your speed. You've been on easy mode so far, Reed, but now the training wheels come
Well,
on.
I mean, it's been just as easy for
Yep.
4 charisma people too, might I add.
I mean, you could file a complaint, and I'm sure it will be dealt with. All right, so there you go.
Wait, what's the? There's 3 sections. What are the 3 sections? I thought
So,
the third one was just over encumbered.
In the first section is you're okay. The second is what, moderately encumbered, and then the third one is heavily encumbered. If you fill the bar up, you just can't move anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna need
Yeah,
to
so
go
it's
back.
encumbered and then heavily encumbered. So middle would be encumbered, and the penalty for encumbered is your movement goes down by 10. Heavily encumbered is a negative 20, disadvantage to all attack rolls, a disadvantage to strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws.
Oh, well, I could just drop a calligrapher's kit in an empty backpack, and I'll be fine.
Do
then.
whatever you got to do, but I'm gonna be looking at this stuff. Gonna be looking at this stuff.
We should probably buy some food as well. 'Cause
Also, coins. 50 coins weighs 1 gold. So just keep track of your coinage as well. That's
Yeah,
why
so that's why
the
I
chest
put
is
it-
so heavy. Yeah.
I threw the Electrum on my sheet, just
Uh-huh.
to pronounce that someone has it. But yeah, I feel like if we get to town, we should probably try to like consolidate our coinage as much as we can.
Here, I'll go ahead and apply encumbered to everybody that's encumbered, so that you have that to keep track of.
Thank you.
Wait, why me?
Because you're
As
encumbered.
long as you're in that middle section, you're encumbered. The far section is heavily encumbered.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Alright, well,
am
I need to get
it-
rid of these 100 candles that I'm carrying around.
does anyone
Why
want
do you
a
have-
calligrapher's kit, or I'll just drop it?
Wait, I'm not
The
encumbered.
what?
A
You're not-
calligrapher's supply kit.
You're in the second
I
bubble.
have one of those also. We should probably just
I'm
sell
in
the
the
calligraphy
first one.
kit.
Oh, you're in the first one?
Yeah,
Let me
it
see.
says I have 30 out of 270.
Oh, my bad, my bad. They
Well,
were all
do-
stacked on top of each other. There you
Do
go.
you want to take 2, and I can drop an encumbrance level?
For the calligrapher's kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab that.
Alright, I'll
And
delete mine.
Anna is also encumbered. All right. There we go. Cool.
Alright, I am
Oh.
now just encumbered.
You listen. We discussed this when you guys rolled the bad stats. We decided to go with it to get the 18, and you chose strength. I said it was gonna be
I'm not
hard.
complaining.
Okay,
I just
okay.
I dropped a calligrapher's kit, so I'm back down. That's all.
All right. Okay.
So to
Cool.
answer your original question, I think macro, we are intending to go to the winery next.
All right. Sounds
I think we need to go to the town first, though.
Well,
but
yes,
sort of like,
town,
yeah,
rest, and then
pass through
next
town on
next
the
major
way
thing is
to-
the winery.
yeah, final destination.
So next episode, shopping episode. We've established that.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like
Well,
Crash will
that's-
TPK our asses if we do
No,
that.
if that's what you want to do, if that's what you guys want to do with your session, but it would certainly be. I'm making every effort to keep the server open, to make sure that you have
Can
access
we-
to all the shops. You can
Can we
take
sell for half
screenshots. Can you sell for half price? No.
Well, fuck you.
Wait, so we
Nobody
can't
wants
sell
your
for half
junk.
price.
I mean, do you guys have anything to
Wait,
sell?
wait,
for
wait,
half
wait,
price?
wait a second. Everyone's bitching that the fucking trade routes are shut down, but
Whoa,
no
whoa,
one
whoa, whoa,
wants
whoa, whoa, whoa.
to trade for
Val-
anything.
Valakai has a surplus of goods because they have not had anywhere to take the goods except to sell to each other. They have been
Not how
stockpiling.
trade works. They'll
They've
have
been
a surplus
stockpiling.
of like 4 things, and then they'll be
Okay,
missing
do
everything.
you have things that they need? Do you have
Oh.
like crops from the
They want fucking candles? I've got 100 fucking candles.
They don't need candles. They want the stuff that's up at Kresik. They want pigs, and they want like guns, and they want Kresik whiskey. Do you have any of that stuff? They want stuff from Village of Barovia. They want stuff from the Wizard of
Yeah,
Wines.
these are Barovian candles.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I'm sorry for the hard times that you're dealing with. I'm sorry for the hard times. So. All right.
So just to settle it right now, each of us has 120 gold on this. Asking everyone, party. You good with that?
We can do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what, double that in Electrum?
Sure.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it'd be double.
Well, that'd put me back up to moderate anyway.
So here's how we'll handle the selling of goods. Tag your post in Discord as selling, and then I will appraise whether or not the local market is interested in such goods. So that's how we'll handle it. The difference here, the only difference here is gems, jewelry, and art objects. They are basically treated as like line of credit. So if you've had those, if you know how much those are worth, you can assume that you were able to sell them for their value. So a gemstone worth 30, you'd be able to sell
trade
for 30.
goods.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much are blue jeans worth?
Well, how much are blue jeans worth? If you want to actually sell them, gosh, you could probably get. I would assume that Reed would assist with the sale with his high charisma. Then yeah, you could probably get maybe 50 gold for a pair of blue
Oh.
jeans.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and sell Matthew's blue jeans.
Wow.
Look, he's not using it. He's not using it.
This little girl just told you that Matthew is not gonna rest until the light in your eyes is gone, and you gonna sell his blue jeans?
God damn.
He's being it's all about convenience, okay?
All
They're right
right.
there.
Wow. Okay.
Alright.
All right. That's good to know. That's good to know. All right.
Look, I had to use a modern day
Anyways,
token to
what
take
you're
it.
interested in selling, post it into treasure and just tag it at the top that selling in Valakai, and then when I have time I'll go through and I will determine whether or not they are able to accommodate you. Wow. Wow.
I don't think there's
It's
anything that
intense.
I need to sell. I just
Alright. So I'll leave the world open, and there should be merchants here. You won't be able to buy if I'm not there, because I have to approve the purchases, but you could at least eyeball what you want, and then we'll take care of it right away next session. I'll start adding all of the main over here. Alright.
How much does an unarmed strike D&D 1 sell for?
Oof. After what happened in January, the value of D&D 1 stuff is super low. Yeah, a lot of people
Oh,
consider it to
damn.
be. Yeah, a lot of people consider it to be cursed. So.
Fair.
What about
Yeah.
a crash gem unarmed strike?
Oh man, you would sell your unarmed strike like you'd never be able
Hell
to unarmed
no.
strike again.
Hell
Oh,
no.
Okay.
That's my whole class. Hell no. I'm not taking that trade.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So which one am I missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, this should all be there now. All right, so all 8 shops should be listed. All right, cool. All right, well, great job. Nobody died. Nobody was dragged to the bottom of the lake. Whatever was at the bottom of the lake, rising up to investigate the fighting in the blood. You didn't have to interact with it. You took Bluto alive. You turned him over to the authorities. You got a huge reward. Overall, what are your best sessions? Well done. Well done. All right. So, in that vein, I'm gonna end the session. So, quick announcements tonight. We got Mythic Odyssey, D&D characters playing D&D. We got a guest player for that tonight as well. Tomorrow night, Odyssey Prime, we have a returning guest player from the previous week. Strahd is returning for one more session. Very high level, crazy stuff happening. Tuesday, Abomination Vaults and Cyberpunk. Wednesday, we're going to play some Cult of the Lamb. Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall. Friday, Vodcasting. Saturday, Red Hand of Doom. And then Sunday morning, we'll be back here. Anybody have any announcements before we adjourn?
No.
Nope. All right, cool. Talk to you guys next time.
Thank you for running. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.